This up real quick. I wanted to check back and see how long it was going to take for this person to try to figure out how our FLE technology works. And like I said, we go through this a lot. People stealing our specification sheets, pictures, trying to copy our videos to say they do the same thing we do. All kinds of stuff. They claim they can do what we can do. At the end of the day, they can't do any of it. As I told you before, and first things first, you to know who I am. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. All our technology under Crystal Edge, any of the companies we've had, all our technology is developed by God. We make this statement multiple times through all our video demonstrations because, again, it's one of the things I believe in 100% that, I didn't get all this ability to make all these products just for the sake of just making them. I got it from our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I've seen people try to come in and steal our blessings many, many times, including this fellow right here. And I told you before, they can put down whatever they want. At the end of the day, they can't make the product. They have no idea how to do it. And I'll show you why. This product was supposed to be out on July the 24th. We are way past that date. Now, I've been to this before with this individual. We've been on his site multiple times. We have seen all shopping carts getting, we've seen shopping carts getting locked. Massive cancellations. You name it, we've seen it. I can literally type in his cancellations right there. They're posted all over line, but basically going in to buy his products. Because this individual went in and talked a lot of trash about my company, even did a fake demonstration, which has now going to land him in court about making statements about my company that weren't true, making statements by saying that we canceled, and that's why we're scammers and we're afraid to basically sell him our products because our products don't work. Well, Again, he's going to have to show those cancellations receipts. If not, again, we're going to sue him for it. Because, again, you can't make slander against my company. But anyway, let's go into these cancellations right here. So these right here are where we went in. And you're going to make a lie about my company canceling out. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to come to your site and I'm going to start buying your stuff. And that's what we did. We went to a site. These are videos showing all the cancellations we received from this individual. Deleted an entire marketplace. Went missing one time in the middle of an order. We had an entire state of Pennsylvania up and go and move just out of nowhere. Unhappy customers who did buy the product. This is the older products that were very unhappy because the product was had some really bad results. We got customers that didn't like the product. Another closed website. Now, mind you, these closed websites went on for quite a bit because I had people that were going to his site to buy his products to transfer them to us, and he was locking shopping carts left and right. There was one point that shopping carts weren't available for 6-7 months at a time. So made one statement saying, hey, look, how about you do me a favor, try to keep your shopping carts open, and we couldn't get the shopping carts open. They kept closing. So going through a lot of cancellations with this guy who claims his products actually do work when they don't at all, period. And then we found that the products he was making a lot of water paints. As a word, the products had a lot of water in them. A few people on a few forum sites saw that in one of the demonstrations where the container was half water and half paint. Fake specifications that don't make any sense whatsoever. One of the videos explained to his customers that they needed to paint the screen this way across. Never paint a screen this way across. You have any idea the back problems and how long and painstaking that's going to be to paint a screen this way? Everybody paints screens this way. It's much easier. If you're doing a 150-inch screen, like a big screen for this whole wall over here. Why is my cord over down here tangled up? For this whole screen, it's much easier for me to paint the screen this way than to paint it this way. And it's just going to be a nightmare for me to do. So no one does that at all, period. So information that he gives out is just not real at the end of the day. No one in the right mind paints a screen this way. Nobody. You won't find one person anywhere painting screens like that, doing projection screen setups. It's always this way. It's much easier to do. So you're doing a 120-inch screen. Screen's about 9 feet across. You really think you're going to sit there and paint it this way? How's that going to work? That's not going to work. So again, doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to painting screens. So again, going back to his site, as I told you before, they can't make the products. All they do is just copy your labels. They put them up there. They put their stuff over top of it. And that's all they do. And they just basically give you false promises because, again, You can't copy the original. I'm the original. I'm the one who made FLE Technology. It's our technology at the end of the day. They can't do none of our match or better demonstrations. We just put a couple more out there. Can't do it. You know why? Because they don't know what they're doing at the end of the day. So again, this was supposed to be out July the 24th. Yeah, we're in September. I got a birthday coming up, so no. And again, they mark it sold out like somebody actually bought it. Nobody bought it. We've been through this already before. We couldn't find one customer on none of his stuff. So, yeah. The black screen paint he makes, you can't make black screen paint. We clearly saw that in the first demonstration when the paint came up gray. Again, for a person who's been making this stuff for a long time, I still can't figure out how in the world do you call a screen gray that comes out black that comes out gray. So, no, not happening. But then this FLE product he was supposed to have for $110, nowhere to be found. Of course, can't make it. And of course, he's got it marked where it's sold out. There we go, sold out. Can't sell it. You can't sell something that you can't make. That's what it comes down to. This is another joke at the end of the day. Came back in and said he had the sun killer. He had the transparent screen paint. First things first, you don't know anything how to make transparent because I checked your account to see if you had any ability to know what transparent technology is. Your specification sheet is way too short. You can't put down rear projection. What about rear projection? There's so many questions behind that. It's not even funny. Nothing there because nobody's talking about. And then to talk about you got a screen that can absorb sunlight. Before you can get to the road of absorbing sunlight, you have to show a massive path of screens inside, outside, in areas that usual projection screens don't stand at, to show that you even know what you're talking about. You're on the right path of even having that technology. And of course, when we've seen from this demonstration, it's nothing like that whatsoever. If there were, you've been able to match any of the match or better demonstrations we've been pumping out. So this was supposed to be coming out. Let me see. First, supposed to be out November the 23rd, right? Launching in November the 23rd. And now, at the top, launching January the 24th, or past January the 21st, 4th, and I'm definitely sure we're past the 23rd. So again, no paint. It marks the shopping cart. It's sold out. Because here's the thing. He just realized when I said this from the door, you can't sell something that is not true because we'll slam your company with fraud. You're already being hit with the range gain, so hey, you might as well take that hit. That's coming either way. You can't get around that one. That's going to happen. You can lock every last one of these shopping carts. It's going to happen. You're going to go to court for that because you can't put fake stuff on a website. You can't do it. It's against the law. So you're going to have to prove that range gain one way or another. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you better figure it out because you're going to have to do it. So that's going to be a problem. But he locked this shopping cart automatically because you know why? Can't make it at all. Can't even back it up. If a company were to contact them and ask them, hey, you have the same thing Mr. Bird has over there? Or we got to see this demonstration outside in the sun. You can't do it. That's why he's got to shut down that cart. And again, as I said before, it's supposed to come out November the 23rd. Nothing. Supposed to come out January 24th. Nothing. They have a habit of doing this, constantly changing dates all the time. Nothing but here's the thing at the end of the day. If you're going to do business, do business. If you're going to be a troll, be a troll. All right? But don't put things on your site. If you're a troll at the end of the day, you can't back your products up. Don't put shopping carts in it there. For customers to fall into that cobweb of mess, buy something you can't back up, and then they're going to turn around and take you to court for it. That's what's going to happen. So don't put things on your site. It's not real. Let me see. Let me got over here. Let's go back over here to the premium paints. Now, this one right here is supposed to be the black paint. Yeah, it's been sold out. No, it's not sold out. Remind you, this guy doesn't make his product. He makes all his products from scratch, right? So if you make all your products from scratch, you should have an endless resource of products to be able to make whatever you want because nothing can't go out of stock. How can it go out of stock if you're making it from scratch? Yeah, it's out of stock because you can't make it. That's why. And we can show you a track record a mile long of this individual. When we came in to buy his products, he locked shopping carts when he can't back it up. And you know why he locked this shopping cart? Because we had a bunch of people hitting his account to get this paint from him. And he's either been locking their state or he's been basically coming in and just locking the shopping cart and say he doesn't have it. He can't make black paint. I told you that when we first saw the demonstration. And for you naysayers out there all rooting, oh, we got a black paint. We got something that can go against you at the end of the day. We got something that can take you down. Here's the thing. You got to go through my demonstrations first. Taking a screen and painting it black, and sticking up against a window isn't jack at the end of the day. That ain't nothing. I got tons of tests that go back before you guys ever existed on YouTube. Got to have more than that before a company signs a contract with you or somebody hands you some major money for your product. You got to be able to back it up. I can go in any commercial environment I want, pull that screen just like that. Now, the first mistake you made is when we first saw that first demonstration, McAfee blocked the blinds and pointed them up at the ceiling. That's a big mistake right there. Why are those blinds pointing up at the ceiling? That's a screen designed to absorb a lot of light. And the other blinds that were nowhere near the ceiling were pointed directly. First time impression is always your last time at all times. But what's even bigger lie about that whole thing is that screen the entire time. Let's see if we remove the video. Hopefully it's still there. Probably did move it. Let's see. Make sure that video is still there. Bump, 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 bump. Is it here? Let me see. Paint on application. Customer. Got customers. You only got one person in there. And that person just lies. Oh, stuff is looking missing over here. What are we doing on your site? You're pulling stuff off your site? Yeah, you're pulling things off your site. Let me see. Customer, PSP customer should be right down here. Uh-oh. This don't look good. Like somebody's been deleting stuff off their site. Let me see. He says he put down Parte is no longer asking customers to public. Yeah, you better put that disclaimer in there, man. Because at the end of the day, I said, you're getting sued big time. Big time you're going to get sued. You mentioned my company's name by making a statement under my product saying you had my product in a container and you did a YouTube video claiming my product came out to be something that is not. I'm going to sue you for millions of dollars for that one. You got caught in a live stream with two other individuals we got lawsuits against of using my thumbnail, copyrighted material without my permission. I'm going to sue you for that one too. And I also got you basically making a statement, walking around in your backyard making a statement that my company canceled out, trying to basically pump the flames on saying that, oh, that's the reason why I canceled out because he's a scammer. Don't worry, Mr. Bird. I'll get your product sooner or later. Oh, I got that on recording, buddy. You better show my receipt. I'm going to see you in court. We're going to play around at the end of the day. He's going to get hit pretty hard. Pretty hard. And then try to slander by saying, no longer asking customers to public display. No one was displaying your stuff. What do you mean customers? You didn't have anybody on there. The only person you had on there, basically, that was showing off your product was, yeah, he removed the video. I told you. Yeah, he removed the video because his product doesn't work. So let me get this straight. This is what he calls the Karen call. We've been to your site multiple times, Rogers. We've been to your site multiple times. If you're going to sit there and say at the end of the day that customers, you don't have any customers. I checked your customers to see if you had any customer reviews. You had one person on your site, and that was Mr. McAfee. And Mr. McAfee had a container in his hand claiming to be my product. I don't care if you delete that video. I got copies of everything you have done. And that video shows our phantom technology. And you made a claim, and he made a claim that our product is performing that way. So, I see you got rid of the video. Ain't going to save your neck, buddy boy. I'm still going to drag you in court. I'm still going to clean your clock at the end of the day. Because I got proof on your video that you got rid of that I got a dubbed copy of. You can delete that all you want. That doesn't stop my copy right there on my flash drive at the end of the day. So I'll see you in court. And this is actual proof that we can show the courts that you found yourself also guilty by removing the video. Why would you get rid of it? Also, too, in the video showing that the paint came up gray multiple times. I got it in both videos. I got it in the Series A and I got it in the Series C. And both of them. Both of those videos also went missing. See, people, this is what I tell you at the end of the day. This is all they do. Talk a lot of trash. Delete videos left and right. If I delete a video from my account, it's because I'm not happy with it. That's it. I'll say it over and over again. You're getting sued, 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 you're getting sued. Because I can sue you for that. For the simple fact that I told you, get a lawyer and contact me if I don't have a right to hit you with lawsuit charges and criminal charges for what you've done to my company. I haven't heard from a lawyer at all. Just fake emails of fake cease and desist orders and nonsense like that. Still waiting for these attorneys to contact me and tell me I can't sue you. Yeah, it's coming. And nothing you can do about it. But yeah, told you, videos are missing. and then try to put a disclaimer up there by saying customers. You don't have any customers. As many times as we went to the site, the only person we found on this site was basically McAfee. And McAfee sat there and said out of his mouth, which I have on tape, that my product is basically coming up too dark and unwatchable. That's what you said, right? And you sat there and had my label sitting on a container. So that means you slandered my company. You can't back that up. You both are going to sue with so much money. It's not even funny. So you can run, but you can't hide. Go ahead, move. Go run wherever you want to go. My God, my Lord will bring you to justice. I told you at the end of the day that when I get down on my knees and I pray and I put it in the Lord's hands, you are coming to justice. Any container of paint you touch at the end of the day, that's a blessing from my Lord and Savior. You took a blessing that my Lord said, here you go, Christian. Here, my servant, this is yours. That belongs to you. And you came along and you tainted that, turned it into something that it wasn't. And my Lord saw what you did to the blessing that he gave to me. You think he's going to let that go unpunished? No, not going to happen. So you're going in. You can delete all the videos you want, do whatever you want. You're going to justice. It's going to happen. But just to show you people at the end of the day, you can see them running. They're running. They're scared, and they should be. I got the Lord leading that charge. I'm going to see you in the courtroom and sue you for millions of dollars. Money you don't have at the end of the day, and you can't pay me. You know it. But anyway, let's get back to the fakers at the end of the day, the copycats who want to be me at the end of the day. So I'm supposed to be the biggest scam on the face of the planet yet, but no one's matching my videos yet. And we're backing all our technology up with no problem. And you guys are the ones that are deleting videos. And I mean, these are videos supposed to be backing your products up. You don't see me deleting any videos backing my products up. No. Matter of fact, I got tons of test demonstrations and more to come. Yeah, and look at this. He knocked all this out. So you can barely see what you're hitting. He tried to hide it. Look, try to hide it. So you can barely see what's up there. You're not fooling anybody, buddy. Look, it's the same thing you did when I talked about taking out your product with a Spartan technology. A Spartan is a phantom. Same product you claim you beat, right? So if you beat that product, you should have a problem taking out a Spartan, right? So this guy goes in, locks all the shopping carts to keep us from buying anything from him, because he'll have to cancel the order and send the money back, and he can't do that. It's embarrassing. He did it 7 times already. So let me figure a way how to get out of this situation, because this guy's going to come and buy from me. I know it. That's what he's already thinking. Gets off vacation. We give him enough time to get rested in. And then we come in with the debit card and we go to buy. I got it on recording twice. We moved an entire state of Pennsylvania to stay away from a Spartan technology, which is a phantom technology upgraded. You beat it already. What's wrong with the second time around? You can't do it because you never had the product to begin with. You went and faked all that to begin with, and you slandered my company. Now I'm going to sue you for a couple $1 million. Not going to look good for you, man. And you committed, mind you, you committed fraud against my business, and that carries a 30-year prison sentence. So, yeah, we're going to hit you pretty hard. When I get done with Fernando, see how they run and scare? I told you, when we get done hitting the daylights out of Fernando is going to feel like a Mack truck slammed into the side of his door. When we get down to getting ready, get him ready for court, they're going to get scared, and they're going to start running. Not only going to start running, they're going to start pointing the fingers of who did the most. That's what's going to come up. You're going to watch them stab each other in the back, left and right. I told you. You're going to watch accounts getting deleted and things disappearing. Watch. I told you. Already started. Already started. Told you. Videos marked private. And it puts up a discontent, puts up there saying, oh, we can't do this because of our customers and due to our experience, due to harassment. You got a nerve to put harassment up there. Literally, after what you guys did to my company, you got a nerve to put harassment. If you felt that I harassed you, then today get yourself a lawyer and sue me. Oh, you can't because I didn't harass you. What I did was I put you on blast for coming at my business. That's what I did. That's what I did. You want to go around your backyard and make false statements about me canceling and try to make me look like I'm afraid of your product and I can't back my products up? I'll buy from you. And I'll watch you cancel out and put that money right back in my banking account. That's not harassment. That's called backing it up. Karen call at the end of the day. Always Karens. Karens 24/7. That's what they are. What did we get from Crow when we came to buy from him? Well, let's see. Let's go over here and check this account real quick. Did we get harassment? He screamed and cried about harassment? Yeah, I think he did cry about harassment on one of the receipts. Ran his mouth. Came in there and said at the end of the day, well, hey, You can buy from me with confidence, right? Remember that one? Let's see if we got the same harassment, Karen cry on that one. Let's go over to our blacklist. Now, we don't put anything on our site that's not true. As you see me when I come on camera and I talk about these things, I don't say anything in my mouth that's not true. I will go in and back things up. I always have. When we go to Crow's site, Crow has acted up, carried on, posted pornography, docs addresses, my addresses, family members' addresses, right directly to his site. Right? Right? There we go. So with that being said, with you putting those particular, what's the word for it? Those videos and pictures of not my address, other people's addresses, this is the reason why, besides not wanting to buy from you, Mr. Fernando, why they won't buy from you is because you dox addresses. Do you understand how serious that is? So keep in mind, I wouldn't dare in a million years give somebody my credit card information or my personal information if they dox my address or anybody else's address. I couldn't give a darn if you hate that person every day. There we go. If you hate that person every day, I don't care. The fact that you're supposed to be a professional business at the end of the day, and a professional doesn't let they don't wear their what do you call it? Their feelings on their sleeve. You ever see me dox your address to my page? No, we don't have you anywhere on my page. I got a special section for you called Blacklist. And even in there, your address is not even in there at all, period. You can't sit there and cry and whine and say, oh, he doxed my address. Dude, your address is public domain. Anybody can find you. You know, he went through, they're Karens. He went through all that nonsense when this is the evidence we have, and it's outstanding. It's unbelievably outstanding stuff we got on this guy. It's unbelievable. And even this guy, just so much stuff. It's not even funny. But it's you got on there and you complained about your address and all that stuff, and you said that hey, people were we doxed you, and you're going to sue us for all this money, and then you turn around and you make it your public domain by putting your LLC and putting your business out there for everybody to know where you're at, right? So again, whose fault is that? That is your fault. Yeah, you're constantly screaming harassment all the time. So I noticed that. You'll copy us, you'll come in, you'll copy our, we know you're in the room, so I hope you're listening up. Listen very carefully. It's going to get much worse. This is not enough at the end of the day. Now, you can't apologize enough from the door because it's too much pride for you to do that. And I don't want your apologies. Gentlemen, when we get you in court, we want maximum. Do you understand that? We want the highest they can possibly give you on every single thing. Criminal charges, lawsuits, the whole 9 yards, everything. We do not want plea deals. You get yourself a lawyer, you let them know that he does not want a plea deal. There's no way for him to soften a blow or fix it in any way whatsoever. You went in and tried to be me at the end of the day, try to copy my business. That's what you did. And everything I said out of my mouth was true. When I sat there and said at the end of the day that not in the park, I sat there and said that they're going to start removing stuff left and right. And they're going to make it sound like we're the bad guys. Oh, they're harassing us. So I'm harassing you by exposing you for using my copyrights without my permission. I'm harassing you for basically going out and making fake video demonstrations about my products and claiming my products to come out dark and unwatchable. I'm harassing you for taking pictures of my face and put me on weird puppet poses and splatter me all over YouTube to try to embarrass me. I'm basically liable for lawsuit because you've doxed my address multiple times. Even my family members sent letters to my friends and family's places trying to humiliate and embarrass me. Trying to make me look a menace among my neighbors. That's what I did, right? Copied oodles and oodles of my copyrights and slandered them and wrote whatever you want to do with them. And, you know, I'm at fault for all that, right? Yeah, right. We'll see what the judge says. No. You're being harassed at the end of the day by other people because they see what kind of people you are. It's due justice. If people are coming at you mad and angry and upset because they're watching what you have done to my company at the end of the day. I sat there, minding my own business, I built my company, and you guys came in and tried to tear it down because you were jealous of my work. And now, you reap what you sow. If you had any proof at the end of the day that everything I said was fake, you would basically come in and you have an attorney. Crow did it too. Harassment. This is what happens when we come in and they talk all this trash at the end of the day. Call us this, call us that, call us all these bad names. Okay, no problem. Give my debit card. Go in, go buy your stuff, and you cancel every single order, put every dime in the back of my account, and not only that, cursed us out in every receipt. Lost PayPal claims, and the famous email, which I'm going to print out, where you made statements about how buy as much as you want. Remember that, what you said. And then insulted me in the email by talking about for the first time in your life, be a man. So let me get this straight. You send me an email. This is Crow, not Partey. You send me an email. Talking about all the nonsense because we had a customer buy his paint and bring it over to us. And they were coming to buy the rest of it, but he got scared and he basically canceled the order and cursed them out. Yeah, it sounds like a person very professional. He cursed out somebody else. Unbelievable. But anyway, and he didn't want any more orders coming through. So he thought, I'll nip it in the butt, and what I'll do is I'll just send him an email and tell him to buy whatever you want. He won't come in and buy. Have you learned anything from me yet, Mr. Fernando? I am not the person that backs down. I'm the one that will come to your front door and kick it through. That's the kind of person I am when it comes to business. I get the job done. You understand me? So you challenge my company, we'll be there with no problem whatsoever. Do you understand? So when you say something like this, you know what that says to me? Oh my goodness, it's open game. Hand me the card. Yeah, we'll go through your account in a hot second and buy everything you got there. Order. We'll bring it down here and put it through brutal testing, and your stuff will fail miserably. And you know that's the kind of person that I am, right? All right then. So what happened? You send me an email, right? You thought this would discourage me from buying your product. Oh no, we won't buy this product. Jamie, I bought your stuff before. You know that, right? We have unboxings on your stuff. So we've had your stuff down here for testing. This is nothing. This is easy. My goodness. So this would have made it more convenient for me. You know why? Because I usually have to get somebody, pay them. They got to get the product, ship it to us. It's a headache. This would have been so much easier just to buy all this stuff and have it shipped to my front door. So I bought everything he had because I was going to test all of it. He couldn't let that happen because his products don't work. He can't back his stuff. So we got an email, basically. He gave me a link to where I can buy the Cinemax Mix right there. You see it all right there? See, the interesting thing about this, Mr. Fernando, everything you tried to keep us from getting our hands on the Cinemax Mix for testing it, because you talked a lot of trash about this product, we talked all hyped about this product, we still got it anyway. A customer, your own customer sent it to us. And even when your own customer sent it to us and it failed misery against the network rate 773, you came on camera and you ranted about, oh, that's not my product. He made it. He made the label. It's all a lie. It would never match my stuff. And what happened, Mr. Fernando? It matched, didn't it? Oh, yeah, it did. What happened to the videos? Were they ever posted to your website? Nah, he deleted them. He got them off his account. Yeah, he'll never put those on his site ever. Okay, so basically enough with all the ranting. Buy the product. Enough with all the blank curse word, of course, in there. We're not going to put that curse word in there. Here's the site. Order all you want. All you want. There's a link right there. For those of you who have not seen this ever. And be done. Not like you. I am a professional. 19 cancellations doesn't sound like professional to me, but okay. And then enough. With all the ranting, just buy my mix. I did. I sent you over $1,900 worth of orders, and you gave all the money back because you can't back it up. All right. With confidence. Just buy my mix with confidence. These guys, what you have to understand, people, they're liars. They can't back up their products. They lie. They make themselves seem like they're professionals, but they're not. That's what they are. Can't back anything up. Can't back it up to us. So we knew at the end of the day, we thought we were going to get this product. Oh, heck no. Cancels all the time. Got tons of cancellations. Got cancellations on eBay. You know, I bought this product for $127, $129 on eBay. He kept jumping the price. He couldn't keep $129. That was worth more than what his product was worth, and he couldn't keep the money. Of course he can't keep it. Can't back it up. Got to give it back. All right, let me see right here and be done. Not like you, I'm a professional. Bring it to blah, blah, blah. Mix this with confidence and be done. Why do all this drama of 10 videos saying the same old thing? The best of the best Pro Screen Paint mixes. It's the reason why he's not on eBay anymore. He's been banned off eBay. Did you know that? Yeah, he got banned off eBay. Let's see, scamming people. Yeah, his account got wiped. Got in trouble the first time for announcing my company's name and contacted eBay, and eBay told him, look, you put his name out there one time, your account goes bye-bye. You can't do that. Can't use your account to slander other companies. It's against their policies and rules. All right. Screen paint mixes and, let's see. Best of the best Pro Screen Paint mixes. Be a man for the first time in your life. And if the nerve has to put down the bottom, have a great day. God bless. So, tell me to be a man for the first time in my life. I did. I ordered all your screen paints twice. And what did we receive? Cancellations. Money put back into the account. Money put back into the account. Money put back into the account. More cancellations. $90. This is when this product was selling. $90 for this product. Cancellation, 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 cancellation. This is not even all of them. We got tons of them. These are just the ones we posted. These are on all form sites. All form sites have these cancellations on them, including the Frankenstein mix that you basically stole from Universal Studios, and you made money off their name. Yeah, we got your receipts. We sent everything over to them. At one point, you lied on your shopping cart, made a dummy shopping cart, and claimed to have a black screen paint, which you never had, for $85. Anybody out there got a black Frankenstein? You don't? Oh, yeah, it's a dummy shopping cart. He's known for making fake carts. Harassment, all that nonsense. So, we're used to this stuff. This is what they do. So when I told you, no, he can't make a black paint. Well, he told you that. And y'all came on and said, people came on and said, oh, you're a hater at the end of the day. You know, his product's better than yours. It's this, it's that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking about the haters, not my customers. Da, 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 da. That's y'all. Came on there talking all this trash at the end of the day. I've been doing this stuff before most of you guys ever existed on freaking YouTube. You can go back and check my freaking product line list on the digital 4K Crystal Onyx. My gray screen paint products were contracted worldwide. Where are the gray screen paints now? Yeah, okay. You naysayers at the end of the day. I'm not talking about my customers. My customers support my products. See the difference between my customer's demonstration and his own demonstrations? Are you kidding me? And then this nonsense. Do you think you guys are going to all get together and make some crackerjack paint at the end of the day and think you're going to take on my product at the end of the day? This junk at the end of the day, I can tell a mile away this stuff wasn't even going to work. Why do you think he was scared for us to buy it, to test it? You know, for a paint that's supposed to compete with my black technology, you guys sure enough at the end of the day canceled enough orders at the end of the day to make sure it didn't get over here. Yeah, sure. When I sit there and say at the end of the day that we are the only black screen paint, and I've tested everything I could get my hands on, because you know, people, at the end of the day, I'm not one to back down from anybody. And I've gone in and I've bought everything I could possibly get my hands on. I've knocked out just about every certified, for the ones I know so far, we already have in our possession. And I've got tons of videos on my website backing it up when they don't. You can't back any of this stuff up. I told y'all this a long time ago. They couldn't back any of this stuff up. We told you for the longest time, Crow's paint is nothing but black and white paint. Heck, there's a video of him showing it making it a black and white paint. You ever see him do a demonstration taking that same black and white paint and putting it against his products to a live stream? No, because it'll match. That's why. Told you that for the longest time. We've been warning you about these people over and over and over again, that these people are nothing more than just scammers, and that's what they are. Their products don't work. Yeah. Gentlemen, let me explain something to you real quick. Any products that you try to bring against me will fail miserably. Do you understand that? I know you all got your heads together and think, well, we're those will make this black paint. We'll market for $60. No one will buy from him. They'll only buy from us, and we'll make a product better than his. Then we'll do some fake demonstrations claiming to have his product, showing his products don't work as bad good as ours. That's going to get you sued. Oh, sorry, forgot. You are getting sued for it. So not going to help you. Look, video's missing. You got that one there. Video's missing. Gone. I'm so used to seeing this nonsense. It's not even funny how much I'm used to seeing this. So what'd you get rid of the video for? Yeah, I mean, it's 2 videos missing from your account because you have another one missing too. As a matter of fact, there's supposed to be a video there for, let me see, premium paints, showing us how to do this range gain. Did you remove that out of here too? And on top of that, copyright symbols are fake. You don't have any of that. There's no such thing as, none of this stuff is not copyrighted at all. Let me see, this video, this is now missing. Sold out. Ain't selling this no more. Is this supposed to be your black paint? Yeah. Stand the test of time. My foot. I'd learn to sit there and say my product will be here to the test of time. Yeah, okay, sure. Look at this. Look at this mess. How is your product so thin, like a skin-like material, and only 32 ounces can cover 120 inch, and your product is very, very thin? Shouldn't have had more coverage? That's like the equivalence of pouring out cement versus water. Water's going to have more coverage. Cement, on the other hand, it's going to take a little bit more to coverage what you need to. So your product being so thin can only hit 32. Maybe it's because you have to put multiple coats to cover up those streak lines. And if you sit there and say, oh, I never had streak lines, I got recordings on your videos. So guess what? We got everything backed up. Anything you record, anything you get rid of, already been backed up. And anything recently you've been done, I had people watching your account, recording every document, everything you've done, everything you said, anything about my business at the end of the day, so we can take it to court or anything else. Gentlemen, when you see me in courtroom, you see all those black boxes stacked up behind me, just remember, each one of those boxes can send you away for a very long time. I'm very thorough in how I do things. You already know that from the door. Let's go click on some of this stuff. It's just the part that gets me this range gain. This is impossible. I just on so many different forum sites involving gain. They just sat there and just laughed and put laugh emojis all the way across. Like, who wrote this nonsense? Range gain. And this gain doesn't even exist at all, period. You know, your point's supposed to be back here, right? Your points are supposed to be in here. Like, who the freak has an 85? Now think about how high an 85 gain is. It could be 5.8. It can be 8.5. It's not going to be 85. Retina burners. And look at it there with them Terminator glasses like you just came back from the eye doctor. That's virtually impossible. And your point is supposed to be here, not there. But anyway, this is supposed to be this is what he's going to court for. Approximate range gain can vary slightly upon application technique. So most screens have one gain, he has two. So you're saying that on how I paint this screen, I'm not adding any crystals to this, no sparkly stuff, nothing extra, no pack of little silver, nothing to get the other gain. It's going to come from the same paint. Two different gains will come from the same paint, depending on what direction I paint the screen. You're going to have to show me this one. But if you can't show it there, you'll show it in court. That'll make a difference. Let's see if there's a video here. It says for video, right? Let's go hunt for the video. No, there was a video here. But in the video, it showed nothing about range gain at all. Period. You said this is copyrighted. Copyrighted? Said nothing about at all. Period, about range gain at all. I've been asking about this for the longest time, this range gain stuff. I had people on forum sites, yeah, they were contacting him. And they were contacting, email him, asking him about range gain. So what's the problem? You made it up. If you're saying that you're being harassed from people on YouTube, you're not being harassed. People are asking you questions. That's not harassment. You wrote this on your website, right? Then people are going to ask you questions about it. I've been asking you questions about this for years. And you have not showed any videos or anything on this. So I invited anyone can please contact him and figure out what this stuff is. And that's what they did. They contacted you. What are you going to do? Go to court and say, hey, I want to sue him because he advised people to contact and email me to ask me about something that I wrote on my website. Yeah, good luck with that. You wrote it on your website, right? There you go. How are you going to tell me that? Again, Karens, absolute Karens. But as you can see, didn't make any of the paints that he claims he was going to make, right? Crow's in there copying our labels. He's supposed to have the Apex Gamer, remember that? He's supposed to have the Sugar Plum Fairy, remember that? He's supposed to have a lot of our products he doesn't have. Copies our entire specification sheet. Claims he's going to do ship backs. I don't even know how that's going to work if his stuff's not even tested. Let's go over here. I'm going to look through a copyright on this to see if this is actually legit, because he said there's copyrights on this. Let's see what we have here. Oh, wrong. Forgot. Wrong PC. Do it all the time. Let's go with copyright records. Oh, we can just pull it up from here. Copyright record search. Now, Mr. Fernando, so you know this. This is what, if you contacted a lawyer, this is what he's going to do with my copyrights. He's going to go to my company or ask you what the name of it is. And if you give him a false name, it's going to tick him off. So give him the right name, okay? Make sure you get my name correctly. Go to my website and copy my name, and I want you to give that to the attorney so the attorney can go dig up my copyrights to see if they're real. So that way he can come back and tell you at the end of the day that, hey, look, his copyrights are real, and if you did anything he claimed you did, you're going to go to jail and you get sued. That's what he's going to tell you. Simple plain. He's not going to lie to you. He's going to tell you the truth. So make sure, if you want to get my name correctly, go to my websites and copy down my name, give that to the attorneys, and go search my copyrights for me, okay? That way you can get an understanding. As a matter of fact, we have emails that we sent him our copyrights. When he started tampering, we was messing around with them. We sent him the copyrights and said, look, man, don't touch this because these are copyrighted. You're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble. I tried to warn him ahead of time, and he just kept, oh, they're not real. I got your emails, Mr. Fernando. I contacted you and told you not to touch them. And you replied back, they're not real, that you'll do whatever you want. See you on court on that one, too. So we did reach out to you. I did tell you multiple times. Even sent you a letter by a lawyer. Leave it alone. Let me see. Copyright search. We need copyright search records. Really records. Let me see. Copyright search records. Search records. So we go right in here. See? And a little search bar right over there. And this is how we're going to just looking at stuff. I'd be curious, like, what kind of copyrights they got here? I'm just going to Coca-Cola, all different places, what they have. Just interested what other companies have for their copyrights and stuff. And you'll see that thing pop up right there. See? Now you go over there and you click on this, right? When you click on this, you'll put the name right there. That's where you'll put it, right there. And at the top, it'll tell you if it's there, right there. So we go in and we hit begin search. And what does it say? Your search found no results. Reference to the search example. So bottom line is, we copied and paste that, right? Your copyright, so my fault. That's my fault. Let's go back into that one. We had to copy and paste that one section. Let's go get his. There we go. We got it right from there. Now we got it. All right, there we go. Let's get it right this time. Let's go over here. Bum, bum, bum. And let's put that in again. Make sure we refresh that page. There we go. So I do everything by the book. I don't go around and try to make people look they're not doing anything. And then look. So same thing. Let's hit the search button again. Let's hit the search button again. Then that page clicks. Again. Fake copyrights. You don't have a copyright for your name. You made that up. You put the fake copyrights in there. That's what you did. That's not a real copyright at all, period. I checked on each one of your names. They're not copyrighted, any of it all, period. None of them. So those copyrights are fake. Let me see. What is that right here? About parte. So then another thing too. You remove that, or is it still there in this image? Yeah, this is a lie. There's no installment of you anywhere in here at all, period. And this is not a gymnasium at all. Gymnasium Life Center. That's not a gymnasium. If that was a gymnasium, you would have a basketball court on each side. Gymnasium. Gymnasium. There we go. So he took a picture, he put it there, and claimed it to be his, he did an installment there. Now, hopefully that anyone who sees that is just going to look at that and say, nah, you know, maybe he's in there, who knows, I'm not going to look into that. That's what he's hoping for. But, no, if you were a gymnasium, you wouldn't have a stage and a gymnasium, not like that. Like you can see, that's a church over there, but you would have basketball courts in there and all kinds of stuff, bleachers. The floor would have these markings on it, you know what I mean, for the basketball, and you would just have the gym. the end of the day, that's literally what it is. A gymnasium is a gym. That's all it is. It's just a gym. Does that look like a gym to you? No, that's a church. So even though you sat there and you got it wrong. You don't know the difference between a gymnasium and a church? This is what I mean by people who lie so much that they get caught up in their own lies. That's a church. There's a cross right in the background, right there. How in the world is this a gymnasium? It's nowhere in the world. Look at that. Look how you got it set up. It's a church. There's no basketball courts. Where are the basketball courts? There's none at all. There's plenty of churches that have wooden floors. See that? Wooden floors. But you would have basketball courts in here. You would have bleachers. There's nothing in here at all. Yeah, it's the craziest gymnasium I've ever seen in my entire life. No, that is a church right there. Because you would have the basketball courts, you would have all the equipment. There's nothing there. Wait, Facebook what? Yeah, hold on for a minute. Let's do a search on this. Let's see, I need to do a search. I need an image search, image search, image search. No, not cancel. What we did? No, I forgot this is the new one. Image search. Yeah, it is a search. Search for Google Lens with Gloom. Have you ever used this thing? I've used it a couple of times to continue. See where this image comes up at. Oh my goodness, man. You really gotta stop lying so much. You gotta stop lying. I found it. I literally found it. You're nowhere in this thing, man. Let me see. Oh, it's in South Carolina. That's where you're at. We know that for a fact. You live in South Carolina, Mr. Rogers. We do know you're in South Carolina. We do know that. Gee whiz, you guys just taking buildings and just ripping them off? That's what you're doing? Let me show you where we located this at. Do you see that church right here? We're going to bring this up. We show that cross in the background? Same cross right there. It's the same cross. And your screen is nowhere to be found in there. Another reason why your screen's not in there, because there's no place to put a screen in there. It's virtually impossible to put a screen in that environment. I have to do this all the time. When I go through areas, I have to do something called a walkthrough. And in the walkthrough, I have to look through an area to see where we can put the screen at. And if there's even a place we can even put one in there, we have to do a walkthrough. Because I can't tell them to buy something. And if it's a place to send me pictures over something, I got to see something, see where this is going in at. Sometimes we tell them at the end of the day, we can't put the screen there. There's no point in buying the screen paint. Maybe you might want to go a different route. Or if they're willing to make the decision to do some work in there to basically, let me see, let me get this right here. I'm going to drag and drop this, get this out of here. If they want to make the decision to do any kind of construction, then so be it. But other than that, we can't get it in there. So I'll show you the look around. Yeah, this is where we saw that part right there. We saw that cross right there. This is what I want to show you right here. So I'm going to blow this up. Where are we putting the screen at in here? The walls around it. right here. See, it's got a little round shape to the walls. So there's nowhere to put a screen. And there's a set of lights right up here, some floodlights right here. See where these seats are sitting at right here? Right here, here, and here? It's virtually impossible to put a screen here. If you put a screen here, it's probably about a good maybe 8 feet from the actual, where the podium's at right there. So when that screen comes down, it's going to land right here. The people behind it are going to be hit with it. They're not going to be able to see it because they're going to be behind the screen. And the people here are going to be way too close to it. That's way too close for a screen to come down. Well, that's not going to work. But then the people up here, they would have a better chance of seeing it. But where are you going to get a screen that curves, that's motorized, that pulls down? Because I've never seen an out-curved motorized projection screen. They don't exist. Another problem you have here, look at the podium. You can't even put an ultra short though in here anywhere. Where are you going to put it? You're going to take out the cross, you're going to take all this stuff out, all this stuff going to come off the stage, and then you're going to put the screen probably about right here. This is where you're going to have to put it at. There is no screen in here in any kind. There's nothing there. Where is this screen at? So if everybody's sitting this way, there's no point putting it over here. There's no point putting it over here. You can't put it here because it's got windows here, speakers there. There's speakers there. There's speakers right over there and there. You can't put it here. Where are you putting it at? Where is it? It's not there. You know what you did? You went in and you took an image out of your own state of South Carolina and you stuck it, this picture up here, and you lied. And you sat there and had the nerve to say, from humble beginnings. Founded in March of 2017 from very humble beginnings. But you do this. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the picture we're going to paint of you when you go to court. And you are not a very trustworthy businessman at the end of the day. Now you've just been ripping people off left and right. Partes Gymnasium Life Center install. There is no install view in there at all, period. Oh, I forgot. I got to put my pictures in for my customers. I literally forgot to do that. I'm going to do that when I get done this video. And then just to see the evidence of videos being deleted off the account. The video that's missing under the range gain that was supposed to be there technically was a video, and we have it already on recording of him painting the screen in multiple times. And you'll watch as he pours his paint out. You'll see how it has a kind of an English muffin texture. When it dries, it's hot spotting all over the screen because you can see basically the light reflecting off the surface, which is a bad sign, especially with ultra short those setups. Where he paints over the screen multiple times. You can see where it's streaking and changing colors. It's just not doing a good thing all the way around. And then that video went missing. Then the video caught with Solid Weight 5 in the video, when they were supposed to be showing a Starfield demonstration, their paint came up gray. Which means the entire time when he was sitting in front of that screen, claiming it to be a black screen, it was gray the entire time. What caught him off guard, he didn't expect for the Starfield to pop up. I told you, when you do dirty stuff at the end, God's going to put you out in the light. And that's what he did. He stuck him way out in the light. Put a floodlight right underneath of him. And he said, oh, but you know what we got here? And try to lie through it. Nah. No. That's consumer fraud. Do you know that, Mr. McAfee? And you work for him, right? So basically, you can show reports that he is on your payroll. So basically, you can show an EIN number, right? No, that's going to come up in court also. Because he did a lot of advertising for you at the end of the day. Mine's a customer. We show proof of receipts of every order he ever ordered from me. Customer testimonies. Are there any receipts basically him purchasing this product directly from you? We'll see. Let me see. You know, testers on test there. The 2.0 work, and on top of that, like I said, none of the paints he claimed he was going to make supposed to be ours. He never made them. Of course. Number live, Danny, who narrated the video marketing. Yeah, sure. Boy, a lot of lies in there. Well, you're gonna have to back this up in court either way. You're gonna have to back up that range gain. I'd love to see that. Oh yeah, too, and that whole making chemicals from scratch. Can't wait to hear that one in court. How you were able to make these chemicals and ship them to the United States Postal Service without proper testing. I mean, serious proper testing. Which means it's gonna ask if it's ever been to a flash zone. If you don't know what that is, I would suggest you dig that up and figure out what that is. Because you have here that your products are made from scratch, right? You have it on your shopping carts making that statement that your products are made from scratch. Can't do that. So let me see. Well, it comes down to, you talked all this trash on camera. You talked about having this black paint that would take my product out. Gentlemen, I had been here for a very long time in this business. I've seen people come and go. I have. I've watched the majority of all of it. I've seen business fall. I've seen them rise. I've seen companies expand. I've seen them grow. I've been here for a while. You ain't the first crackerjack I've heard at the end of the day make a statement about taking my product out and watching you crumble. You're not the first, and you probably won't be the last. I've seen your kind before. Nothing new. That's when I watched all your demonstrations. I've seen this stuff already before. We put the match or better demonstrations out there. If we had somebody that was matching our stuff, they would be to complete the demonstrations. We don't have anybody to match the demonstrations. I literally got on camera, ranted about certified screens. When are we going to get a black screen? When are we going to get a black screen? When are we going to get a black screen? A black screen? Black screen. We finally get a black screen. They won't let us go near it. They don't want us anywhere near that screen. We can't even get a sample of it. We literally have to buy the entire screen. And on top of that, we can't even run it on any of our projectors because we need an 8,000 lumen projector to run it. So that tells me from the door that it doesn't discourage me. That tells me from the door that we can conquer your screen because we could do it at a projector at 50 lumens. So what sounds better to a projector? I mean, a customer spending $7,000 for a projector to run a screen that's going to cost probably a little more than that, or basically doing it with our technology where pretty much, we can paint it on whatever we want at the end of the day, and on top of that, it's not going to cost you all that money, $10. Yeah, that's interesting. It's funny because when I was talking to one of the representatives over there and I explained to them about our technology, they were like, that's pretty interesting. $10 projector? Like, yeah, painted on a cardboard box. Yeah. There you go. Well, as I always said before, they never last long. They never do. If your products aren't tested, you don't basically test your products, you don't back them up, you stack them up with a lot of nonsense, claiming there's something that they're not, you're going to end up just like this. You can't back it up. And I think for some reason, Roger thinks at the end of the day that this is the only one that he's going to be hit with. No, Mr. Rogers, you have to understand. Or Danny, call yourself Danny, we'll call you Danny, whatever. Or we'll call you Danny. So, you're going to be hit for your whole site. It's not just one paint, it's your whole entire site. Every statement that you made on that site, that's what you're hitting you for. It's not just the black paint. See, I think that's what you thought. We're just going after you in court for the black paint. No, you've made this statement about this product having these weird games attached to them on every single paint. If you think we're just going after you because of your paints, it's supposed to be, it's not competition to me. If it was, your product did work, I would be able to buy your product. You wouldn't have canceled the entire state, okay? So if you get in court and say, hey, look, he's just jealous of my product, it's better than his, Your Honor, he canceled the entire state. We came to buy his product. What the freak is that all about? Yeah, there you go. Why did you cancel? They're going to put you on the stand and ask you, why did you cancel? And you're going to have to say in front of me, because I knew his product was better, you're going to have to say it right in front of me. And that's going to hurt you a lot. So, why did you cancel? If your product's so good. And you don't want to say it on YouTube. And deep down inside, you know the answer already. And that's what hurts you the most. But when we get in front of that judge, you're going to have to say in front of everybody, why did you cancel? Because I'm going to get you to say it. You talked a lot of trash about being better than my product, and mine just face up to it, okay? I would have more respect for you at the end of the day. If you say, okay, his product is better. Okay, there we go. See, get over and done with. Let's move on. I got things to do. 2,000 lumens recommended. That's poor. You should be able to do that at 50 lumens with no problem. If you're comparing yourself to me, anybody else has that 2,000. I don't care if you have 2,000, 3,000. That's your business. But if you're comparing yourself to me at the end of the day, trying to think you're equal to me, no, 2,000 is a joke for us at the end of the day. That's easy. You can touch 2,000, 50 or 1,000. That's what we run. 50 or 1,000. Too easy. Nothing there about outdoor capabilities, nothing about narrow unit or nothing about water base as a product, water base, front and rear. Yeah, I would love to see him roll this on a rear projection screen and show this off in court, which I'm going to request that because that's false advertisement. Your paint can be rolled on. You got a rear projection screen that can be rolled on without any form of imperfection transfer to the opposite side of the screen. I'm going to request you to paint that thing in. I got to see that. I haven't seen any demonstrations on it. I can't find any. Oh well. Well, for all you naysayers that supported this nonsense, good luck with your paint, your black paint, if you can get it, because you can't. Because he pulled it in the day because he can't back it up. And his excuse was people who was harassing him. Oh, boo-hoo. You got to be kidding me. Really? People were harassing you. That's what you used. Let me get this straight. It's 5 of y'all against me. And I've had big companies come down on top of me, too. Did you see me cry and remove things off my site? No. Because I don't do that at the end of the day. I'm back my products up. I'll conquer anything that comes across my path at the end of the day. See, that's the confidence I have in my product. You don't have that confidence at the end of the day. You can't back your stuff. So the first minute anybody comes against you, you will crumble. That's not somebody I can do business with. At the end of the day, that's not anybody else can do business with. Do you have any idea of how many people have been challenging my product since the first day I stepped foot on YouTube with my product? Do you see me crumbling and crying about it and writing little excuses on my page? I'm like, oh, we got to remove it because, we're being harassed. And I was harassed so much, we're literally taking people to court for breaking criminal law, for actually breaking the law and basically getting sued. Do you see me going anywhere? No, at all. Period. And when that ad tech technology hits the main line, I'm pretty sure the big company's going to come after me too. But you want to see me putting any notice up? No. Reason why, gentlemen, because I serve God. And because I serve God at the end of the day, he is my protector. And therefore, I can walk into any battlefield I want, and I will be victorious every single time. You serve the devil. You did the acts of the devil. And this is the result of what you got. Stop serving the devil. What you should do is... I couldn't give you that advice at the end of the day. It's too far past that. We got to go to court. So there's no point in giving that advice. If it wasn't anything involving in court and we weren't going to trial for the dumb nonsense you did to my company, I would just honestly say that go out, apologize to all your customers about making your products not correctly. I'm not going to come out there and go, oh, it's this. No, I don't care. All I care about you making better products for your customer. You're not ripping people off. Everybody deserves to have a good screen, not to be ripped off in the end of the day. If you can't back your own products up and you got to pull your stuff down like that, then it's no point in being in the business at all. Get out. Just get out of the business altogether. Do something else. This is not the kind of business for the weak. It isn't. It's not the kind of business for the weak. It isn't at all. You have to be to stand your ground. You have to be to make good products. If you have good products and you can stand by that name, you'll be here till the dawn of time. If you can't, well, you just flicker away, as the song goes, as a candle in the wind. We're there 1 minute, gone the next. That's what happens. I watch them come and go. I watch so many people come and go in this business. It's not even funny. I guess he poked the dragon too many times and he got eliminated. You got to pull them. They have no choice. Then I guarantee you he'll come back with something weird, some kind of black new stuff he'll have, call it something else weird, and he'll post that up there, and he'll talk a bunch of trash on YouTube, and then he'll come in and he'll pull it off the site, and then he'll make some excuses up, and then he'll disappear for a while, and he'll come back up and make something else. We've been going through this with this guy for about almost 2 years doing this mess. See, screen's always on the floor. Not good. See the lip right here? See how when he made the room, see the lip right here? So screen's sitting underneath there, and they can't get affected with the light here. Your screen literally should have been here, right there. You should have taken these lights and wrapped them all the way around here, here, and here. So your screen can be directly in contact with that light. Hey, put a couple on the side too. Do all that. See how that screen sits in a pocket? See? To block all the light. These are pockets. And they tuck screens in like that. So that way that if any light comes in, it's only hit here. That's why it's dark here and basically it's light up here. Because any of this light is going to hit here. It's not hitting underneath here. Yeah, pocket the screens. Got all these windows right here. When you open up all these windows. And again, why is the screen sitting on the floor? Got a shade on this one. Lights can only push up and down, so nothing's really affecting this at all. Well, like I said, see black paints come and go and they try to come against us. It's like being in a battle of warships. So guys didn't hit us with anything at all, period. Right? Fired a couple over our heads, that's basically about it. But we brought out the big cannons, and I mean the big cannons, the technology we develop and the stuff that we do. All we had to do is just fire off one round and that's it. And boom, your ship just disappeared. Now, am I glorifying over this? No, I'm not. I just go back to my quarters, get myself a little bit of cognac and smoke my cigars, kick my feet up, and just watch the seagulls float on top of the ocean. Just go about my merry way. That's it. Then sooner or later we'll have somebody else pop up and go, hey, I challenge you, Captain Kenneth, and your black screen paint, and I come to sink your battleship. And I go, oh, my goodness. Can we just get a moment's rest? Like, I really don't care at the end of the day. Like, I'm so tired of this. All right, whatever. And I'll climb up there and put my hat on and my jacket and get to the bows of the ship and sit there and go, okay, what do you want? I come to challenge you. Boom! Take a ship out. Go on. Sink there. Okay, we're done. Let's go to the back. Let's go back and just chill. And take yourself out quick. Gee, where's Louise? Man. Really? How come I can't get this attention from the certified? This is the attention. I want to sit there and certified. They're more advanced screens. How come they don't come at me like this? This is what I like. When they come at me, it's much funner. It's a much more powerful screen to deal with. At least have a TV come at us, at least. Gee whiz, Louise. It's okay, let me get this straight. All right. Are we the ones on the mountain? Because it feels that way. Are we the ones on the top of the mountain and everyone's climbing to take us down? Is that what it's going to come into? Because that's true. That's it. What it is, people. Then the rumors about us being all these scam, we're the top. Because everybody I've seen so far has tried or mentioned my company's name, has tried to topple us. So we're the ones on the top. You're going to fight an enemy that's at the bottom, or you're not going to fight a soldier at the bottom. You're going to fight the best one on the top. Who's your best soldier? That guy way up there on top of that hill, that would be our best soldier right there. That's the one you're going to try to take out. Because if you take him out, that makes you number one. You're on top. So does that mean we're the number one headband? If you watch Afro Samurai, you know what I'm talking about. I think we're the number one headband. All these guys have been trying to take that headband for the longest time. I feel like Afro Samurai right now. Afro Samurai, it fits the description to Afro Samurai, so if I ain't got the hair, but still. I think that's what it is. Because these guys have been all trying to climb that mountain. Even Crow tried to make a Black Frankenstein. It wasn't even real. Y'all been trying to climb that mountain and try to take me down. And nothing. We even make mention that we're coming to your website to buy from you and you cancel out on us. Gee, where's Louise? I feel sorry for you people at the end of the day. If we decide to basically sell out to bigger companies and just work with them to engineer their technology to the next level, this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with all these fake businesses that are not doing what you're supposed to do. Oh my goodness, that's a mess. It's a mess. It is. Projectors that can't back up their technology because they're on improper screens at the end of the day. AI generated commercials. Screen paints that can't even back their products up. All I can hear in that song is, nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. What are you going to do when the ad tech launches? When the Sun Cinema launches? What are you going to do? How are you, for customers, it's going to be amazing for them, but I'm talking about to you people who make screen paints and projection screens. What are you going to do when that screen pops up? How are you going to deal with a screen that eats sunlight? How are you going to deal with it? Now, I wouldn't want to take bread off anybody's table at the end of the day. I would probably test it because if we got that clout, I would help other people get their businesses where it needs to be. Because I got no problem with that at the end of the day. We're not threatened by other people at the end of the day. We're not. Our technology constantly evolves, so we're not threatened by that. But I mean, you people who talk all this trash, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about people that are trying to make screen paints and trying to make money. I wish you the best. I do. And if there's anything we could do to get you pushed a little farther out there, I ain't got no problem with that. At the end of the day, I'm not threatened by anybody. There's plenty of money for everybody at the end of the day. But I mean, you jealous jokers at the end of the day. I had so many people talking about what is their problem at the end of the day. There's plenty of business to be had for everybody. And yet, you're so jealous over me that you want to topple me. But in the end, you destroy yourself by coming at me. So when you think about that, when I say those messages, it's not for the people that are trying to make paints and try to get there. I wish them the best of luck, and I do. And if there's anything we could do if I got somebody comes up and says, hey, look, I really want just a gray screen, I'll put that business in your direction. If I get a contract that comes in and they say, hey, we want just strictly a gray screen, I'll point that business. I'll get you that contract at the end of the day. I'm no problem with basically sharing my resources to help other people out. But if you're going to come out there and do what these jokers did at the end of the day out of pure hatred and pure jealousy and try to destroy my business, you got another thing coming at the end of the day. God protects my business. Everything you said about me is going to happen right to you. Everything. Going to try to make me cancer out. Going to try to make me at the end of the day make false lies about me. Say my products don't work. I'm a scam. That's all going to happen to you. Everything you say, you're going to curse yourself. It's watching it happen already. And they're going to turn around and say, well, we're removing this because of customers. Well, if customers are harassing you, because they're doing the research and they're looking through all the stuff that we're putting out, that's true. It's your own videos. We don't got to make anything up. Those are your videos at the end of the day. That's you out there painting and screaming and coming up multiple colors. That's you out there in McAfee that are lying to customers on YouTube and cursing and carrying on because he's mad and frustrated because he knows we're right about a screen coming up gray. How are you going to come back out there? By the way, I got that copy too. So just make the second video you came up with by trying to tell them that the screen was black and you removed the two parts of the video. You'll be questioned about that one too, why you removed them. Yeah, come on now. It ain't about when you want to get on my channel, you want to cry and contact me. Oh, you're whining and crying. It's not whining and crying. We're all sitting there watching it. It'd be whining and crying if I had nothing to back up what I was saying. And I was just talking for the sake of just talking. That's whining and crying. If I'm showing you, yeah, he pulled this video down, he pulled that video down, caught him basically removing that video, lied about moving, got caught matching this, got caught matching that. That ain't whining and crying, gentlemen. That's proof. That's why all these videos about you all over the internet showing you basically all the stuff you was doing. Yeah, you thought that video disappeared, didn't you? We got it. We got the unboxing showing that the product that you claim that you basically made from scratch, which had a chemical that was never trusted, never tested in any way whatsoever, and somehow you made this without a chemistry license, any kind of proper zoning. You shipped that thing in the United States mail after making a statement that you made this from scratch and not over the counter. What kind of testing safety procedure did that product go to before you shipped it to the United States Postal Service? This is where Homeland Security may get involved. Yeah, because we can show a package showing by Mr. Matthew that was delivered to his home. Dude, you got kids? Really? Well, we know we got your Facebook account. Literally, we have this whole entire Facebook account dubbed. Dude, you should know better than this. You're going to lose your house over this mess. You know that, Mr. McAfee. You are going to lose your home over this mess. Ain't nothing I can do about it anyway. We were going to try to figure a way we didn't have to touch the home, but he touched somebody's identity at the end. He used a bar. I told you about that. Bar's information. He used the bar information to commit a crime. They're going to probably sue you and take your stuff. I'm going to sue you, period, for basically making false statements and post office fraud charge. You're going to pay that too. Fraud charge is like $1 million. It's $1 million. Yeah, you got kids. We know you got kids, man. You should know better than that, man. What? Seriously? You raise kids. You're a family man. At the end of the day, you're doing dumb stuff like this. Does your wife know the stuff that you're doing? You got a divorce coming, man. You got a divorce coming. I'm telling you, you guys got divorces coming. And you're playing kid games at the end of the day. Y'all should know better. You're grown men at the end of the day. You shouldn't be doing this kind of stuff. You're going to lose your house, man. You're going to lose your house. You might just forget it. Your house is gone. You're going to lose it. This dumb nonsense. Yeah. Got his name up there and everything. Daniel McAfee. You see that address right there? That belongs to somebody else's business. He went and put his name on a postcard. Yeah, see all these pictures right here of me? That's defamation. Guess what? I'm going to sue you for each one of these. You're going to pay me out so much money, it's not even funny. Then this is post office mail fraud at the end of the day. Yeah, mail fraud, buddy. So you're going to be going to jail for each one of these. We got a couple years sitting up here stacked on you. And on top of that, you put your name up there. That is your handwriting, by the way. And just so you know, that's somebody else's bar. That's somebody's restaurant in the day. Then you use their identity to commit mail fraud. What do you think they're going to do to you? They're going to file charges against you. You know how much time you're going to get in jail for that? Quite a bit. And they're probably going to file a lawsuit against you. So you lost your house. We don't take it. They're going to take it. And on top of that, the mail fraud, you got to pay that fine. And that fine is hefty. It's a $1 million fine. 20 years in jail. You got 4 of those on you. That's 8 years. You should know better than that. His wife found out that he was doing this dumb nonsense. He's getting a divorce. Look at the color of that. Right? And that stuff came out gray. Nobody's staring it up. So this chemical that you made, that you claimed that was from scratch, and it's not over the counter, which means it's an untested chemical. He has this in his home around his kids. How do you know what the reaction this stuff's going to do? And on top of that, you're shipping it in metal cans, which is even worse because metal cans don't breathe. Then he paints the screen down, and it's gray. Shakes it up on camera, and the screen's gray. Gray. Did the same thing that the Series A did, the same thing. It came up gray, exact same color. This video also is missing. So this video went missing when Crow got hit with the process server came to the door. He got scared when Crow got hit with the process server and deleted all his videos. We had a copy of that. So we have a copy of that video just in case if it went missing, because they do stuff like that. They're known for canceling stuff all the time. All right, gentlemen. Well, you're finished. That's all to it. Let the delete process and finger pointing begin. I said it was going to happen. I told you the part was going to happen. Pretty sure you all had conversations with lawyers. I'm pretty sure you all have. I know you try to go and contact an attorney and try to send me some kind of cease and desist, tell me that I can't say what I'm saying on YouTube, but technically I can because I have the evidence to prosecute you. And knowing this, now you're going to try to distance yourself from each other or try to start the blame game, whatever's going to happen from there. But we can already see the action. These are the kind of people that are going to YouTube and act like nothing's wrong, but you'll notice things starting to slowly disappear off their accounts because they're afraid, but they don't want to show it. That's what it comes down to. Next time you don't go around and you don't say things that are not true and you get you in trouble, and you don't go do the dumb stuff that you do. It's all to it. It's simple and plain. It's not that hard. Right, until then, I'm going to follow through and see you. Let's see, what's with those fake icicles? Not that. Let me see. Harassment. You're being harassed. You know why? As customers are contacting you for the paint, you're banning their states. So what's going to happen if I was in Texas and I go, this guy, Mr. Bird, says something about he bans people for it. Let's go test that theory. People will test the theory. They will definitely come to your site and test your theory. And I'm pretty sure somebody came in and used their name and said, hey, I'm ordering this from Mr. Bird just to see what happened. And I guarantee you canceled their state. And I said, what the freak? Yeah, there you go. You started a fire frenzy on yourself. You should have never canceled my state to begin with. Took it like a man, talked a lot of trash, back it off. Like you should have did, because I guarantee you that, you accumulated trolls. That's what you did. That's what you did. And you can't handle trolls at the end of the day. I can handle trolls with no problem. Because I can back my stuff up. I challenge all of them to take me to court and prove at the end of the day my stuff doesn't work. They won't do it. You know why? Because they know that I can back it up. They watch me back my stuff up in every place I walked into. So they dare wouldn't challenge me in a courtroom. And they already know the consequences. If I walk into a courtroom, you got a counter lawsuit coming at you for wasting my time. I told you it will hit you with. They don't want that. So they stay within their lane. But you, on the other hand, you can't back yourself up. And they know that 100%. That's why they came after you like that. That's why they asked you at the end of the day. I'm guaranteed they probably came to your site and said, hey, I'm asking for Mr. Bird. They probably was never asking for me at all, period, because I didn't ask them for him. But they did it already because they knew you was going to cancel. Anybody who mentions my name to this guy, anybody who mentions my name about buying it for me, your order will never get shipped out. I guarantee you. Because he don't want it coming here. And I guarantee they challenge that. That's why they're teasing you. Just like when his customers, we got his customers to get him to do that paint, the Network Race 773. Yeah, his customers did it for us. Whereas we've been asking for the longest time. And his customers are probably saying, look, man, this guy is doing these videos over and over again about this paint, man. Why don't you just do the paint and just shut him up? And if he's talking trash and it's not true, just shut him up. You know what you remind me of, Jamie? You remind me of Seinfeld and the race. Remember the one about the race? And Seinfeld kept talking about he got it. He won by the fact that a car backfired and they literally thought it was the gun that went off, the starting pistol, and he got a head start. He got a tremendous head start, and no one knew, except for one guy. Only one guy knew. You remind me of that. And every time the guy kept trying to tell him he wanted him to race, and I refuse to race, I am retired, and he said over and over again and again and again. To the guy who was he was the boss of his girlfriend. So he's going to fire her, which he couldn't have did anyway. He couldn't have got away with that. But anyway, he was going to fire her. And yeah, it was funny. Her name was Lois, too. But anyway, you kind of remind me of that. Because I had heard customers tell me that they were trying to get you to do the Network Race 773, and you refused to do it. And he said, I don't need to do it. I don't need to prove it. I already know my product's good. Da-da-da-da-da. That's an excuse. That's what it is. So they kept hitting him, and finally he cracked because he had no choice. They're trolling him. And he went in and said, yeah, I'm doing this from customer demand. Everybody's asking me to do this. And what happened? He matched. Right there. Right there. Yep. And that's when everybody stopped buying his stuff. That's when we looked at the timeline, between the timeline when it happened on that date and after that. His orders can be just cut off. Yep. And then to try to bring the orders back in, he tried little tricks here and there with his products. And then he came back and brought one of the videos back and deleted off his account and made a statement that had a yellowish tone to it. More lies. You destroyed yourselves at the end of the day. That's what you did. We'll check this out real quick. Yeah, where's the joystick for this thing? Don't we have a joystick for this controller? I'm going to do some Pac-Man. Yeah, cutting corners, listen to the devil. So I listen to the devil. It leads you down a windy path, a dark windy path, and they will be slippery. I've already heard that term already. Once AdTech launches, I want to have every projection screen company either wanting to be with me or want to take me out. God already knows what's coming. Guess what? You think I'm afraid of that? Nah, bring it. Bring whatever you got in the day. That's how much faith I have in my Lord in the day. Bring your armies. Bring as much as you can. You won't survive it at all, period. Not what we have coming up. Can't do anything to me. I literally have people I talk to, man, you bringing out stuff like this on this level, you're going to have companies out there gunning for you. Bring it. Can't do anything to me. I already tested that theory already against a Christian. That didn't go well. I sat there and threatened a Christian's life. The same thing was happening to me. And it was quick and fast justice. Shoosh. Man, yeah, I felt sorry for anybody who goes on that road. I can't be the Browns. I had to contact some people. Some people didn't want to pick up the phone. Why didn't you want to pick up the phone? They're going to get me back. They're going to contact me back. Like, hey, we won. All right, yeah, okay, you got that. You got that. Should have watched the game. I'm going to watch the pregame, the highlights. Man. Yeah. Man, I would have paid so much money just to be there when they lost. Of course, we're going to get ours too. We're going to get a couple of losses too. They're going to contact me and rant to me. At the end of the day, man, it's all fun. It's all part of the whole game. No one ever gets serious. No one carries on like that. It's just part of the whole fun and game. It's all about. Oh, man, but you got to love it. Yeah, let me see. So this technology is done. I want something else. We can do the gunmetal next. With the gunmetal next. I'm gonna go check up my list on what we got next to do. Because we got to check over some things we're working on. Let's see what we're working on next. Oh, we got that invisible black technology. That infinity the Infinity Onyx? No. Sorry. Infinity Black. No, Black Infinity. Invisible Black Infinity. We got to work on that next. That's the next one. Yeah. We'll get that done. Because I got some stuff I want to do with that and some shows. So let me see. Where's our to-do list? Right here. We got the to-do list. We got the portals coming out. Oh, I forgot about the portal. We could do the portals there to get them done. I got that RV to go to do the whole setup over there for that one. So most likely, I'll probably do that one most likely in the summertime. Because summertime is the best time to do the whole RV camping, all that. So we got to get our screens in for that. And projectors and all that stuff. And this paint's already launched. So we already got that. That's right there. So we got to get our videos done all on the 50 lumens. That involves a RetroPie and me all over Allentown doing demonstrations on that. So that's probably already going to be set for the summer. Probably spring. We can do those demonstrations. Let me see. That one. And Apex Gamer. We got to get some videos for that. I want some videos from other places. I got set up to do a couple of video demonstrations for that. Okay, let me see what's new. I'm getting rid of the Halloween screen. And we can't use it. Can't use it. And I'll tell you why we can't use it. For the naysayers go, oh, it don't work. It does work perfectly fine. Got videos on it. Relax. We got to add the naysayers. They're in my room all the time. They're always thinking about trying to use something on their video against me or something like that. I don't know. It's a full-time job, ain't it? You get up, you should punch in the clock. But I'm going to change it to a Christmas screen. Can't do Halloween. I should have known that from the door. Can't do a Halloween screen. Can't do it. Reason why? Christians don't do Halloween. Where you at? There we go. So, I got a nice little rental area. I had to pay a little bit for it. I have it done for Christmas. Let me set the screen up in the snow. And we're going to do a demonstration in snow in front of some Colonial Village area. We're going to do the screen out there. We got full permission to be out there. Got the permits. Everything done. So we can go out there and play. We need about 30 minutes out there. Set the projector up. Shoot an image to the back of it. Maybe some Christmas snow or some designs or something nice back there. That's what we're going to do. And then people can use that for, and we'll do it probably in November. Now, if you want to use the screen for Halloween, that's up to you. Other than that, we're not going to market it for it. So let me see. Bum, 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 bum. You got pictures I got to upload on Facebook too. I gotta get that done too on top of that. Excuse me. Right there, I'm gonna get a challenge in there. You know that? I think they felt at the end of the day that when they came with the right idea, because they sent me emails. They sent me emails and messages like, "Hey, Danny got a black paint, and it's gonna take your product out. It's way better than your product." You don't watch my videos, do you? See that woman with the black makeup pull up outside? Yeah. Okay. Should have turned the ceilings into an alternate galaxy? Okay. So anyway, all right, then if I want, I can paint your ceiling right now. You got all those lights up there? Yeah, and I can broadcast right off your ceiling with all those lights fired up in that environment and hit every screen in there with no problem. That's how powerful my stuff is at the end of the day. Heck, I can even do your windows too and your floor. Heck, I can coat that entire environment in our black technology and pull up on whatever we want in your environment. Well, that tells you at the end of the day on how powerful my stuff is, how powerful my technology is. That you have to hide in that environment with your own product. When me, if I had an environment like that, the ceiling would be done first. I'll fire off every single light in there. Or your windows be coated with ad tech technology. We can look right through them and demonstrate and watch movies right through every wrap around your house with no problem. And I'll put a screen out there just for fun. I can do the floors. I can put in giant 150-inch screens. I can wrap in 235.1s that stretch from one wall to the next. And none of them lights will be turned out in that environment. That's what real black technology does. Not hide at the bottom of the floor. And if there's still not enough light in there, I'll bring in more. What made me in the day is I come back to my products. Your environment was wasted. You wasted your environment on designing an environment to hide your screens. Why didn't you paint the ceiling? Why didn't you paint the ceiling black? Put an alternate universe up there. Fire it off. How come we didn't do that? Well, of course, we know why you didn't do it. It wouldn't have worked. The screen would have washed out. Can't have any light near that screen that close. That's too much. Right. All those lights up there? Heck yeah, I'd have painted that whole entire ceiling. Watch the movie Tron off that sucker with the lights on. All right, people. I got to do a Christmas decoration design, put it where the Halloween screen is at, rewrite all that all over again, and then go from there. I already got several projects I think I'm going to work on. I'll work on the 50 inches next, and we have that. Other technology, October, we're going to show the first look at ad tech. I've got a couple companies over here we're going to be showing ad tech up through the windows. We got the Chrissy 505. So in order for you to have a direct sunlight at 120 lux, it does require 5,000 lumens. For this same 5,000 lumens, a crazy expensive projector. No, we get them for like $100, $200. The Chrissy cost me $300 for that projector. I don't think buy no brand new projector. Just go with the venue projectors. 5,000 lumens a hit. And for some people saying that's a lot of lumens, an actual screen to be able to fire through 5,000 lumens is over 50,000 lumens to do it. So which one is for you more cheaper? 50,000 or 5,000? 50,000 or 5,000? Yeah. We can do it at 5. That's why the guy was sitting at like 5. What do you mean 5? Maybe we can get it at 5. It's a 5,000 lumen projector behind there. Really? Yeah, it's 50,000 to get to be the pickup. $50,000 projectors are not well, they're not the normal projectors. They're going to be Barcodes, Chrissy's, Roncos. They're going to be those monsters at the end of the day. Do you have any idea how much money a Chrissy 50,000 lumen projector costs? You get like 2 million or something? Chrissy 50,000. Lumens. $50,000. Chrissy projector. That ain't bad. It's only about $152,000. Here's another one over here. They got one here. This is an Optima. That's about 5,000. Let me see if that's 50,000 right there. No, that's 5,000. You're only going to get 8,000, 88,000, 8,800 off of that, but you're not going to get 50,000. This right here is around 50,000 on the projector. That's going to cost you, yeah, $152,311.50. And how much did I pay for my projector to get the sunlight to push through the window? $300. That's all I paid for it. $300. Now, mind you, if I was planning to spend that kind of money at the end of the day on a projector to push through to sunlight, just think about how much money I'm going to save. Well, the projector cost me $300, so guess what? You're going to save all that money right there. There you go. See? There you go. There you go. Find them, look for LED TVs at 150 inches. They give me projection screens. This is a 100-inch TV. I got it for $5,000. 100-inch TV right there, $5,000 for 100-inch. $200-inch screen, projection screen, coating, right? Your 200-inch screen. It roughly costs you around, let me see. Let's go back over. That's 5,000. So if I want to do a little bigger than that, that's 100 inches. Let's just say if I want to do a 150-inch projection screen, or I could do a 100-inch screen. Let's go bigger. Let's go 100-inch projection, 150-inch projection screen. We don't need anything special because we're just coding it with our technology. So, ooh, I like that whole square design right there. We could do something with that. Matter of fact, we could just take that off and put a clear screen through that thing. I'll be coming back to this. And we could do something with that. I like that. So I threw a 150-inch fixed frame screen. We got one in here. Oh, silver ticket. That's 92. I don't want that. 92. Silver ticket makes good screens. I like your screens. Here you go. 150-inch screen. That's about $419. Versus $5,000, right? $5,419. And is that TV 4K? I think it is 4K. It's 4K. So we got $419. That's for our 150-inch screen. And the screen for a 100-inch, which is a TV, is going to cost me $5,000. Now, the reason why people would say the TV would be better, because the TV can be used in a fully lit environment. TV is going to produce 100% contrast, and the color balance is going to be excellent and amazing white levels, right? But our screen paint basically produces 100% contrast, can pick up in fully lit environments, including commercial, can go outside, and again, we can expand from anywhere from 24 inches up to 300 inches. All right, so let's see. And I go pick myself out a projector. Just from acting like I'm the average consumer. Let's see. Want a 4K projector? Let's go to 4K projector. Make sure we say a name brand, because if we don't, we're going to get a whole bunch of unnamed brands up there, and that's going to be like, ugh. Because who wants that, right? But let's see. Well, we know that's not 4K. And we definitely know that's not 4K, and that's not 4K, and that's fake, and that's fake. And fake, 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 fake. Oh my goodness, they're charging that much money for that thing. Good. Let me just get these people to admit their screen was not 10, it was not 4K. Fake, 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 fake. Okay, there we go. We got a real one right here. 4K. 4K projector, 4,000 lumens. Yeah, this is a ViewSonic. This will do a 235.1 also too if you decide you want to change on our screen. So we'll go with the ViewSonic projector. That's going to cost me $1,049. Now, to do our screen paint, that's only the 32-ounce container of this technology right here, and that's $187. That's it. So let's see how much we got. We got a much bigger screen at 150 inches. We got a 4K projector, just like the TV's 4K, and that we have a screen paint, which allows us to have the contrast levels. Now, mind you, if we have a white screen up there, right, leave it white, we don't even paint it, that means the TV will blow our stuff clean out of the water because, you know, TV's not going to wash out, can use in fully lit environments and all that good stuff, and white screen can't do that. When we paint it with a gray, but compete with the TV, no, the TV still can see contrast levels pull up in fully lit environments, and a gray screen can't do that. But our technology can do that. So, let's see what we save here. Where's the other phone at? Oh, right here. So let's see what we're saving here. Now, beautiful thing about this too, a 100-inch TV, you can't miss that. Sally or Bobby, not going to miss that with a Matchbox car or a metal spoon. Now she's going to be to watching 24/7 with a metal post spoon, and kids, yeah, they have a habit of touching stuff. What they want to draw on your screen or just press their finger into your screen. You know what happens to an LED screen when you press into it? Don't do that to your cell phone. It's not going to, the results going to be ugly. But they were pressing it. It's a big screen. The screens are 4 feet by 7 feet. Mine's got a plastic casing around it, so it's going to be a little bit bigger than that. All right, let's go with this 150. Oh, nope, let's get that out of there because that's something else I was adding up. So let's go to 150. That's what it's going to cost me, the 150-inch screen. That's going to cost me, sorry, 400. Oh, get that 7 on there. $419. All right. And does it pay $1,000 your projector? If you get it used, you're not going to spend that much money for it. But, you know, depends on, but just go with that. And you can do a 235 with that too if you want. You can swap out for 235, 1610, or 16.9. TV doesn't do 235.1, so yeah. Let's see, and we're going to do 1,049 for that projector. All right, and then with our screen paint being a whopping $187, $187. Our price tag for our setup for 150-inch screen that can be used in a fully lit environment with amazing contrast capabilities. Oh, I dropped my phone. $1,655 versus $5,000 for TV. And if little Bobby and little Jill decide they want to take a pair of scissors like this, which they shouldn't have to begin with because your kids should not be carrying around scissors like this, and they want your screen like this right here, yeah, you don't have a screen anymore. You have this big fragment mark and whatever going on, like some kind of alien encryption just want to cost you your screen. If I take, which I won't do this, and I throw this at this box, right? Box is not going to get damaged. Wall's not going to get damaged. But if I throw this at my screen, yeah. Go to your friend's house and do this in front of their screen, and I bet you they freak out at you like, put anything near my screen. Doesn't that freak you out? Yeah. So what happens if you shatter the screen? Most likely it's going to cost you more than what the TV costs. That's why you see, when I see people with TVs outside in the trash, and people make that mistake by picking them up and taking them home, thinking they can get them fixed. They call the manufacturer and find out it costs more for the screen than the TV. That's why we're sitting in the trash. And now you've picked up someone else's trash to put in your trash. But now everybody knows that now. So that's why people say, you don't know something. Oh, don't pick that up. That's the reason why it's out there. Screen costs more than a TV. Yep. So yeah. And you can take your screen off the wall, even at 100 inches, and you can take it outside and hang it up against the wall, and you can watch your movie outside. Go take your TV and do that. Let that sunlight pierce into it. See what happens. Like, why is the color all faded on the screen? What's going on? Yeah, your screen got faded. I bought a screen, a TV that was cheaper because it was a window display. When I got home and plugged in, the colors were washed out. I'm like, what in the world? Yeah, being in front of that sun all day. Oh, are we on the right keyboard? Oh, no, over here. Keep getting this mixed up. How many movies came out for 2024? Did any movies come out for 2024? I'm pretty sure they did. I didn't watch jack that came out for 2024 movies. Remember, I got this thing where I can't go to the movies. I don't like the screen. I hate the screen. I got to go to the 4Ds. I have to do those. The Deadpool Orb was good, but I don't do Marvel anymore. When Stan Lee died, I stopped going to the movies. All my stuff is from Marvel is all basically packed away. I don't even look at it anymore. It's just not the same anymore without Stan Lee. I'm used to seeing them pop up in the middle of the screen. You don't see them there no more, so what's the point of watching? I know you want to keep the franchise going in remembrance of him, but it ain't the same. Wait, when is this? Is it already out? Oh, I gotta catch up. Warhammer has a freaking whatchamacallit out? A freaking no, this can't be. They got a little show out? Are you kidding me? This has gotta be a it's gotta be a cinema clip from a game. Look at that. The big boys. This is old. I've seen this before. Yeah, I've seen it before. Hey, so a hunt for the dual i9 processor. I don't think they even made that thing. Because I went all place looking for that thing. I couldn't find it. Everybody else, dual i7s. Can't find one. Looked all over the place for that thing. Oh man, this would have been hot if I'd have found it. Can't find anything on it. Did it come out yet? Looking for it. You ain't the only one. I'm looking for that thing myself. Kind of find it. That would make the ultimate PC setup. Yeah, it's faster. Of course it's faster. There are dual cores on it. It's freaking i7, i9s. Where can we buy this thing? Oh no. They don't have it. They got an i9 Intel combo. These are unstable. They're too high, but I don't know. No, I had to call some. I didn't know. I got to find some high tech shops. Somebody has this thing. I9 coprocessor. So it be the high performance. Yeah, this is well, we need this, and somebody can give us an idea where this thing is at. That's not enough. We want the dual. I want to call some companies. I want to call some. I'm gonna call Frozen PC, a couple places that carry stuff like this. Somebody's got to have this thing. Because I want one. That'd be the ultimate. I mean, then I can have two liquid cooling systems on my system because we'll need two of them to run it. Two 420s. Do you have any idea how crazy that would be? Two 420 radiator systems, liquid cooling on dual i5 and dual i9 setups. And it takes 128 gigs of RAM. If we're doing 128 gigs of RAM, I'm not doing eight terabytes of solid state. Not on the M2. That's way too expensive. Probably cost more than the board. Because what I've seen so far on the boards are not really that expensive. But if I'm doing that, I'm doing at least four for the board for right now. I do 4, and then I may do another 4 because it has 4 slots. And if I get that unit that allow me to add 4 of those slots, I can do 4 for each one. What's he doing? And then I can put an additional, maybe, let me see. What you want to do is you get, how much is a 50 terabyte? Cool. Yeah. That's a little much. I break this thing bit by bit. 20 terabytes. $20 terabytes at $380. See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm so mad about that. I would want so much more. I take this 300. I build on this like one of these a month. So I can get up to 100 terabytes on my system. It's not the fact that people are sitting there saying, well, why the freak would anyone build anything that crazy? Because I plan to never ever, not saying never ever, but I mean for a long time, not buy any consoles, any more PC upgrades, nothing for a while, maxing it out. But still, we need the freaking motherboard, man. Like, everybody talks about this motherboard. Nobody freaking has this motherboard. Like, where the heck is this motherboard at? Can't be advertising stuff and don't have it. Jeez, I hate that so freaking much. Where we at on the keyboard? I show you naysayers at the end of the day. I can come in and roast you real quick, and if my brain changes gear to something else, I really don't care about what you do at the end of the day, as long as you don't mess with my freaking copyrights and anything else you've done. So since you've done that already, I'll see you in court. But you can see as my mind is occupied in other places that I don't have time to dwell on your dumb nonsense. But it's good to see that you're basically running from us, so that's good. Pull your videos down, whatever you got to do at the end of the day. Don't care. You can't back your stuff up anyway. That's why you're wasting my time. I'd rather basically spend my time here researching this dual core processor to try to figure out where we can get one of these at, because this would build one of the ultimate PCs I've ever built. I've done 4 cores already. I mean, 4 separate CPUs. This is 2 i9s. I definitely need this motherboard badly. I gotta look on YouTube, see if somebody got this thing, somebody put a link, where to get it from. I don't even care if I have to ship this thing from overseas. I want this board. It isn't about console. We're like, oh, but it didn't nothing to do with console at all, period. It's about being part of the elitist, top elitist PC setups. To be able to have the bragging rights to say, I got i9, dual i9 processor. That's what it's about. It's nothing to do with console at all, period. Most likely when I'm gaming, it's very rare I'm going to be basically near a console platform. Unless it's cross-platform, then yeah, I'll be over there talking to them. But most likely, I mean, anytime we played on PC, it's rare you find anybody. Who's been playing console when we're in there with PC? PC gamers play with PC gamers. Unless it's cross-platform, then we're in there playing with console. In console, you will have console gamers in there, but some of them do own PCs. And they'll talk about their specifications in the room. PC gamers always talk about their specifications right from the door. What kind of processor you got? I got so and so and so. How much RAM you got? I got this so and so and so. How big are your hard drives? I got this so and so. What's your power supply? What kind of case did you get for all that at the end of the day? So and so and so. Wow, that's freaking crazy at the end of the day. What kind of keyboard you run? What kind of mouse you run? That's about everything. Headsets. What kind of headsets you got? I got the Astro Boys. Yeah, it's about everything. Even when it comes down to VR, you got VR hooked up to that thing? Yeah, like I got VR hooked up. What you got at the end of the day? I got the G2s, I got the Index 1, Index 2s. Yeah, got tracking system with that. Oh, you got full tracking system where you got the whole thing with the arms, the legs, and you got the running. Oh, you got the running disc. That's a disc they can run on. Yeah, they got all that in there. If they drive, oh, you do any driving games? Who you driving? What's your driving controllers look like? Oh, can you snap a picture and send it over here? Send it on my cell phone. Oh, shoot, what the frick did you get this at? That's crazy. How much you pay for that? Can you send that over to me? I like to go in these too. There's no jealousy among PC gamers at the end of the day. We kind of share information back and forth. But if I need help with something, I say, hey, look, I'm stuck on this program, so and so and so. Can you help me? So and so. And say, yeah, this is what you do, so and so. Oh, thank you, stop, man. I really appreciate that. What you doing? I don't know. You're doing something. What are you doing? Don't give me that. What are you doing? Wow. Don't weird stuff, okay? Be good. Well, yeah, we share information back and forth all the time. No one comes in and says, oh, yeah, your system is trash. You really can't say that in console because everybody has the same system. But it's different when you have PC. Not everybody has the same system at all. Unless you purchased and bought something that he had, and you both bought the same thing. But no, chances are you got something there modded out at the end of the day. But in console, everybody has the same system unless you got a modded system. Can't show that off too much because then you'll get reported. I remember people were JTAGing the daylights out of their console systems. So, you know, can't go in there and show off your system like that. But when you sit there and say something like that, they're like, hey, look, you know, they're getting heated with somebody. And you say out of your mouth, hey, look, you know, my system's different from yours. Oh, check out the fish. Tell me that's not sick. Taco, you gotta look at these fish, man. It's gorgeous. Yeah, when you sit there and say, oh, yeah, you know, I'll take you out on my console. Like, you ain't taking anybody in your console. You got the same thing I got at the end of the day. Your system ain't nothing special. Yeah. You always have that. PC's different. And they do have those machines on there. And you know, you're dealing with somebody at the end of the day who has a really powerful machine. Consoles is all the same. Unless you mod it. And you're dealing with somebody who modded the daylights out of their console. There are people that were modding the games while they're actually online. I thought that was freaking cool. It's on the what? Guy was in there saying, yo, want to check out something really cool? So you're not going to snitch on me? I said, no, I'm going to snitch on you for. So let me show you something. I'm going to show you my bill of trust that I'm not going to snitch on you. I showed him my 360 mod. He was like, oh, shoot. I said, yeah. He said, we can come in and check this out. Man, he had the whole Left 4 Dead room modded. He modded the daylights out of that room. Oh my goodness. Like, what couldn't you do in there? He was in there doing all the programming in there. He's like, so what do you want to do first? I was like, oh, shoot. I said, I got a couple of friends. They're cool. They're not going to snitch on you. They're good friends of mine. He's like, okay, I trust you. I brought them in. They were like, oh my goodness. The board was upside down. He literally had the board flipped upside down. It was weird looking. And then they were doing all kinds of stuff like raining witches. We had immortality where they couldn't touch us and couldn't kill us. There was all kinds. I mean, the board nothing but tanks. That's when you get the cornfield. There's nothing but tanks and witches in there. He said, yo, you're not gonna like going in there. I said, why? It's nothing but tanks and witches. And when you step over that, cross over that line, it activates. Oh man, we had never had so much fun in our lives, man. This guy was pretty cool. It was this quirky kid. He modded the daylights out of the room. He's the same one who did Burnout Paradise. We did Burnout Paradise. You ever do Burnout and a shopping cart? I did shopping carts, big wheels, a My Little Pony. It was finna cracking up. Yeah, he's a cool kid, man. He's a programmer. He's crazy stuff, man. Every game's like, yo, what are you doing today? What are you modding today? Cool kid. Okay, let me see. Yeah, he wanted to show somebody some of his work. Yeah, everybody wants to, but then you got to run into them snitches that want to report your account, end up getting banned and all that other dumb nonsense, you know. But I told him, I said, nah, man, you good with me, man. He said, you sure? Yeah, man, I might snitch on me. I said, no, you good. Nobody gonna snitch on you. I said, I'll show you. I'll show you goodwill of faith. I'll show you my system. Because my system was modded. Modded my system. I took my Xbox 360 and I redid the motherboard. So it was actually running through a server. My system was modded to ghost my accounts. Because what happened is every time I got banned from Xbox, about 4 times I got banned from them. I wasn't cheating. I wasn't going in any rooms and basically giving myself immortality or none of that stuff. I wasn't doing any of that stuff at all, period. I was just going and just having some fun, you know what I mean? Just changing my gamer tag at will. I came with blank avatars and all that stuff, you know, just stuff like that. Basic stuff, you know, having some fun. And somebody reported me, and when I came back to check my Xbox, I received a 9999999, you know that goes. Ban for hardware tampering. So next time I came in, I've had my system hooked up to a proxy server where I've masked the IP address where they couldn't figure out exactly where I was coming from. So I just came in, we just gamed and stuff. I did a little bit of modding here and there, but this guy was crazy insane with modding. He was good. So I was showing him my baby. So you know, when you get on console and people get heated and they start arguing back and forth and they'll say stuff like, you know, hey, blah, 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 blah. And like, man, you ain't doing jack at the end of the day. Man, I got the same console you got. And I send this picture over, they lock out of the account. I wasn't concerned about that at all, period. I would have never done anything like that. But, yeah, they leave the account. If you saw a 360 that looked like this, yeah, it was pretty much a computer. Because the 360s had IBM motherboards. They're easy to manipulate. And people didn't realize that until they opened them up. And they weren't opening them up on purpose. The systems kept overheating. I mean, once you send something back in the coffin, that's what they call the box they send to you to send your 360 back. And you think it's going to be fixed. You know, you get 2 months of Xbox Live. You're all happy to get back online. And a couple months later, poof, your system go out. And you're like, man, I'm tired of this mess. Can't give it up because you got too many people you play online and too many clans you're involved in. So you can't give that up. So you buy another system, and then that does it. And you get another system, and that does it. And you go, you know what? That's it. I'm done. I'm going in. And you go in, if you do work on computers, you go, shoot, it's an IBM motherboard. I can modify this whole thing. And mind you, I came back from the era when you had soldering and all that stuff. Man, we used to make boards. Change out parts, circuits, transistors, and all that stuff. So you can pretty much read the boards pretty well and what you need to change out, resolder, and put whatever you want in. So I changed the whole box. Yep. So imagine if you saw that thing pop up, yeah, I'd automatically got a ban right from the door. Yep. And I dropped one in vegetable oil. Dressed the Slim. Bought the 360 Slim. Dropped it in vegetable oil. See if it would run. Took it apart. That's what I wanted to do with the Xbox. I wanted to drop the Xbox in vegetable oil. But the problem is where the hard drive is sitting. Can't have the hard drive anywhere near the vegetable oil. It'll basically take it out. So it wasn't going to work. because the hard drive is literally integrated into the board. Function comes on and everything. That's my digital and crystal screen paint way back in the day. So people say, you dropped it in vegetable? I said, yeah, it works perfectly fine. It actually ran. It never red rained. Had what? Never red rain. Should have did that from the beginning. I had to buy some of these systems. And then right when I was trying to figure out what system to get, actually I chose to get a PS system. My love for the blue. Here's a video I did. So happy about getting the PlayStation. This is one, the PlayStation was like $800. Oops. Went to GameStop, went and bought. This is before I thought about the whole DRM and PlayStation 2 was coming out. I was like, oh shoot, I want to get this thing so badly. Because I did the 360, I did the whole red ring and all that stuff, modification. I'm done. I just don't want to be bothered with that for a while. Sort of for. This is it right here. It's when the PS5 and PS4 first came out. I put my pre-orders in and everything. So my room used to be cluttered in paint and mess and everything. So I cleaned up, straightened the whole entire room, and got it ready for the PS5. Kind of do stuff like that. I build stuff around stuff. Come on. Look at that song. This is my rented room. Put me a canvas screen and everything. That's the canvas screen going up. Dropping in the LED lights. Everything was wrapped around the PlayStation. My Halo helmets, all my equipment. Second paint job. That's how messy my floor is, making all the paints. Gaming collection. Frozen Sub-Zero boy. When you console boys at the end of the day want to sit there and go, oh, you're all PC Master Race. Yeah. Tell me how much money that is that's sitting there in receipts. Yeah, I bought the PS2 system when they first came out. They were like around $800 to $900 when they came out. And I had tons of console games. I had 10 games to start my collection, two sets of controllers because I had people that would come over and game in the room with me. Yeah, those are my receipts. See on there, Splinter Cell, Grand Theft Auto, all of them on there. Yeah, all purchased, all paid for. Yeah. Now, the reason why the order never went through, and I never did, because the DRM that triggered me. That's what caused me to build the Steam Boy. There's always a history behind everything I do. It's a timeline. You see what goes one from into the next. So basically, eventually, I ended up getting one anyway. But still, that took a long time. But that's right around when they said that the DRM was going to kick in. Yeah. I was going to buy one when they first came out with the GameStop, put the pre-order and everything 11 years ago. Because I was tired of 360 from the door. I spent so much money remodifying and building and on those systems and the countless machines that red rained on me over and over again, and I had to keep buying them. And then I got tired of it. So I went out and put my pre-order in for one of these. And then when they talked about the DRM, where they were going to make it where you had to be... Now, it didn't bother me because I had good internet speed. But for everybody else, I might have been playing with, they might not have had good internet speed at the end of the day. And that means a lot of my gamers that I played with, I'm going to lose them at the end of the day. And a lot of my gamers that I played in clans that I had on the Xbox 360 were already porting over to the PS4 because of the Red Ring fiasco. We didn't want to go through that again. You know, you're gaming and one of your best gamers is down because the system burnt out on them. So you want to go through that all over again. So a lot of them are on there. Then I got mad about that because they turned around and talking about this whole DRM 500 gig hard drive and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, stop doing that. Half of my buddies won't be to get online. You know what I mean? They have to be online 24/7. So I was like, nope, we're done with all that DRM crap. We're finished with it. I'm going back to PC. If I'm going to do DRM, at least I'm going to do it on a machine highly more advanced than the PS5. So I built the Steam Punk system. That's what I built. And then some of the gamers came on that were console, started ranking on me because I want PC Master Race. And I said, look, I do console. I still do console in the day. I own my own systems. I still do console in the day. But now you're freaking PC Master Race. You live in golden mansions on the moon. You ride coding tears. I'm like, okay, that's it. I built a PC better than theirs. PC better than their console system. At $500, and they were paying $800 for that system. And get on me about that. Ugh, can't win. Can't win. Some people saying, oh, you're nothing but console. Please, give me a break. I was doing console systems before you ever thought of. Let me know where you're at. When I was about roughly 7 years old, when I was doing Pong. Mine was born in '68. Yeah. For Radio Shack. It was called Radio Shack. It was called Candy Corporation. Ooh, look at him doing the freaking meow. Look at him. Oh, it's so cute. Why is he laid like that? It's so cool. He has one arm back there, one leg there. It's just weird. We have lady. It's like taco biscuits. Make taco biscuits. Hey, what you doing? Taco biscuits. I'm gonna get you some treats in a few minutes. Even an extra biscuit today. You've been good. All right, let me see. Yeah, so yeah, I've been doing console for a long time. That's why I get that people get busted all the time. They go, oh, you're freaking good. All PC gamers are not all freaking all just strictly PC gamers. We do console also. Let me see. I don't do no more builds. I'll never do no more builds. There's no fun in it. I mean, I know other people do no more builds and they like it. That's to them. I mean, they have fun at it, but for me, it's no fun in the no more builds.
Ironed up really nice. I'm gonna bind it up real nice.
Yes, it
And
is.
so it looks
See
all
the
neat
dual
and pretty,
system,
but
the dual
that's
radiators, the radiator dual fan
handle.
system, right there. Best way to build them. Fan at the top, radiator in the middle, fan at the bottom. Keeps it super icy cold. Super icy cold. Hard drives, optical drives when we were using them. And later after a while, you take them off. Remember, if you took off the optical drive, the system would give you like a notice, like a beep, 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 and then the optical drives are missing. You can take them off now.
Vegetable oil to add to the case. As for that bright light on
Big
the side, I had to add
Daddy.
that in there because you guys wouldn't be able to see the huge Big Daddy in there. And there's a little sister. I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, remember somebody said you don't put PCs in vegetable oil. Cracker book.
Cool running
That's my server.
Water cooling kit at the exact same time. So it's kind of like a vegetable oil cool PC, and then at the same time I'm running a water cooler at the same time. There's a reason why I started building my PC.
I think you can't put a copper block on both sides of your CPU. Water block system for both sides of your motherboard. No. Listen to me. Water block system for both sides of your motherboard. This is where I gotta hire my nephew's an engineer. He can build some of this stuff for me I want. Same way they have the 4 ports that allow you to run your liquid cooling system through. Imagine if they had a box system that had a copper block on the back and a copper block on the front that would just snap over top and lock in place. Now you might say at the end of the day, okay, that'd be virtually impossible because there's actually liquid inside of that block. All right, so you get a block that basically goes through one hole out here, and the holes here, and the holes here, and the hole here. It's just a box that goes through it, and it just basically clamps holes up here, and it clamps on top, and it just snaps over top. That can be the holding system, but the blocks themselves actually can hold chambers of water. So basically, if you have like, this is the box here, all right, it would snap here and snap here. One would be for the bottom, and the other one would be for the top, right there. But you would have your copper block here, right? But instead of you having, because this would be for the bottom, your copper block, which you would have water swimming around in this because you can't open up, it would leak out because this would open right here. You could have it where you have a separate chamber inside of here, inside the block. This is just a case inside the block that actually holds the liquid. It just connects here, the ports here, and you have the ports here at the bottom. So the water is actually within the block itself. This is just a case you can have one for, it snaps for the top and the bottom of your motherboard. And how would your motherboard sit? Well, you would have to have a special case. You would have to have a case that's designed like this. I'll show you in a few minutes. Like I saw the guy, how his was designed. But your motherboard would basically slide right here in the center, right here. This will allow you to put your liquid cooling here and your liquid cooling here and run your system right here to your radiator right here and right here to your radiator right there. I gotta find somebody to build this stuff for me. I literally do. I mean, I don't have that design. No one does that. This is so easy. It's like a basic, the inside block here is just a basic matching up close, okay? This is the copper block inside right here. So actually it's inside of a small tank, and this tank is actually filled with water. Keeps it nice and cool. This comes from your liquid cooling system. It connects here and it connects here. That's what that looks like. This one is the same as that one, but it's on the other side. The casing, like they have to make it lock in right here to make it connect to the board, that's just the casing. You would have a case come from the bottom that would have the copper block system here and would have the casing around the copper block, which would hold the ice cold liquid, and that would connect the tubes from here to here. That's it. This would hook here, this would hook here, they would snap in together, and this would allow you to have cooling on both sides of your CPU at the exact same time. You have to have a special case for that because you cannot put that into a regular case, it won't fit. So your case would pretty much have to have this kind of a slingshot effect where your board would slide into a little place, like a little, I don't know, like how you would put a piece of toast in a toaster, it would just snap into this little groove here. And that will allow you to be able to run a liquid cooling system here that will run here to a radiator system on this side and a radiator system on this side. Will give you dual radiators on each side to be able to keep it nice and cool on the inside. And here you can have your power supply and all your other cool stuff. Easy to do. That would be cool. And you probably think, how the heck figure out something like that fast and that quick? God doesn't know that information. We do this all day. All day. This is what goes on in my brain all day long. So if I lock on something, it just vast amounts of information comes through on how to build it and how to put it together. You know, most of my time is just spent trying to figure out how to put it together. When we figure out how to put it together, then I have to get the piece and modifications to put it all together from there. You know, the temperature in your PC would drop if you can put a cooling system like that on both sides. That's probably looking at the radiators and how the radiators function. That's the biggest radiators you can put on a machine. Oh, these guys basically took a fan and put radiators on it. That's insane. House fan with radiators for your CPU. Because basically, it's just a fan. That's all it is. It's just a fan. It's nothing special. It's a fan. Unless you're going to speed up your RPMs on it, then you're going to do it that way instead. It's all day long. This is where I was getting headaches from. This is all day long. They're researching projection screens. How many projection screens I've researched? The same amount of energy you see me doing this. This is literally the same amount of energy that I put in when I was building projection screens. Do you have any idea how many different formulas, designs, and things I have sitting in my head right now? I'm surprised I don't have migraines. I really am. Now I get looking at these radiator systems. Can we put bigger fans on the radiator systems? Fan, house fan with radiators. No, you're doing too much. House fans. Four. Something like that. Jeez, that's huge. Using a box fan for a radiator fan for your CPU? Told you. You know, there's always somebody doing something crazy. I love this world sometimes, I swear. Always somebody doing something crazy. Look at that. Many people are psychotic. This is what I'm talking about. These are the kind of people I'm talking about. He built the PC out of PVC piping. I'm done. That's a freaking amazing. That is awesome on so many levels. Gee whiz, man. This is awesome. That is freaking awesome. I know we're off topic. I don't care. I'm done with these naysayers in the day. Whatever. Poof. Moving on. I know y'all want y'all mom and that fame at the minute. We don't care. At the end of the day, go. I don't know. Play in a sandbox somewhere. I don't care. Stick your face in the little snow. We don't care. I got things to do. I got other things to occupy my brain with and think about the dumb stuff they do every day. Like this stuff. Oh my goodness, man. That is crazy. That's an amazing build. That's an amazing build. That's insane. Crazy PCs. Oh, that isn't crazy PCs. Crazy PC. I want this around. Frozen PC, real quick. Frozen PC. Frozen PC. Crazy PC. And there's a place called Crazy PC too, in the Bronx. That's Frozen PC. They're still around. I buy a lot of my modded parts from there. I'm gonna go back to this. This is insane. He's got a fan on this thing. But I'm curious, man. Like, this is a good idea. It's an awesome idea. But just curious, what it would happen if he basically put a radiator on that and ran that liquid cool. I know somebody was doing this crazy stuff. Built it in a box fan. Look at that. That's crazy. That's insane. See, here's the reason why. I tell you, you naysayers, that when you get on the channel and you start saying dumb stuff out of your mouth and saying no one chooses to put a PC in vegetable, it's just weird. You know, you're weird because you don't know about these things already. Man, people put PCs in just about every friggin' thing you can think of. Even a fan. Even use the fan. Because a fan would be fantastic for cooling a PC down. It'd be fantastic. How much RPMs are on a fan at the end of the day? It's a ton. Consider the fact if you can get a radiator system to connect to that. You know how cool your system would drop? Oh, we got to do some experimenting. I'm about to get a radiator system. I have to do some experiment with different fans. How many RPMs is a box fan? That's interesting. A box fan at 36 inches is 850 RPMs, but basically the fans that they had for that computer, the industrial, was like 3,000. Yeah. So that fan was actually higher than a box fan? Interesting. And this is where we're doing research on basically RPMs for fans, trying to find something higher than 3,000. So that's what the, whatchamacallit, their air conditioning, particularly their air conditioning, when you're using a liquid cooling system, their air conditioning your unit, or water cooling your system. But looking at basically a box fan used for a radiator system. Of course, you'd have to use multiple radiators, and you'd have to you have to use you would have to, talking about, you have to link the tubing together. You would have to have a wide system. You'd have to build this from scratch. Can't buy this and take it apart. You have to build a radiator system and all that from scratch. I never build a radiator from scratch. You have to do all the tubes. You couldn't do that. Already self-built already, you can't do that. Everything has to come apart because you're going to have to daisy chain this whole thing. Because I just want a bigger fan for my radiator. Oh, air conditioner just kicked in. I can feel it's cold in here. Air conditioner pops on, it pops off. It pops on, it pops off. Let's keep them to a certain climate code. It's getting chilly in here. Chilly, baby back ribs. Chili baby back ribs. Barbecue sauce. Oh, man. Oh, it smells hot. If I put together, I would be doing this all day long. Just building stuff. Designing new screen paint, building stuff. Designing new screen paint, building stuff. Designing screen paint, building stuff. Making tables and chairs out of cardboard, all that crazy stuff, which I love doing. I'm still going to go back to making my furniture out of cardboard. I actually got the home front to play around in. Put in a box fan in your PC. Somebody did that over there. Really? And they put the giant filters on it too? Oh, mama. Yeah, this is what you had to do. Yeah, this is what you had to do when your laptop was overheating. Put that thing on top of a fan. Yep. That's why I can't express enough when I say it in the day. People get mad at, oh, our systems don't need. Yes, they do. You should have had a bunch of fans in that system. What that thing is going to heat up. And look at this. What case would you have to find? You know, people even link them together. They solder them, wire them together to make bigger fans. Wow. That's the inside of that fan over there. That's freaking sick. Dual copper water blocks. And they're probably thinking, but you're not talking about it? No, I'm good. I'm good. I got other stuff to think about. Let me see. I said what I had to say. I'm finished. You just get on there. They're going to say, oh, you whined and cried. No, not really. You move videos off your account and try to have evidence and stop selling the black paint and all that stuff, and then try to put down some dumb nonsense about being harassed by YouTubers and whatever that's about. No, you didn't get harassed. People just ask a simple question. You wrote it at the end of the day, right? So I ask you what it is. That's not harassment. Just asking you a question. What is it? You can't back the paint up to me. You can't back up to anybody. I'm curious how you want to sell it. You can't back it up. This is going to be, everything on the site right now is it had not described. It is. That paint changes colors in any way, anything happens, had not described. If it takes too long to paint the screen down, they're going to file had not described. If it takes too long to paint the screen in, and someone contacts him and they say, hey, look, I've been painting the screen, it's still bleeding, the screen is still bleeding through, and he says, hey, you're not really painting the screen, you're just moving it around, you got to have not described comment. And customers are going to tolerate that nonsense. So I'm not painting the screen in? No, you're not painting the screen in. You're just moving the paint around the screen to get it wet. You got to have not described right on your behind right there. No one's going to believe that crap. Every time you go into Home Depot and buy house paint and you paint your whole entire room, you paint this whole wall over here, and you can see the wall bleeding through. If you got cheap paint, that's one. That's definitely one. But let's just say you're painting over it. You got some good paint, and the wall's still bleeding through. And you go, hey, I thought this was a one-coat application paint. It is. You just have to put multiple coats on it. That doesn't make it a one-coat application paint, does it? So what am I doing? Like, what am I doing wrong? Well, you got to get the wall wet first. Well, wouldn't getting the wall wet first involve painting it in the first place? Had not described. The rest of the products he has on there he's trying to sell, had not described. And what's going to happen when they call about the gain? What gain do I have? Because no one's going to go for the lower gain. Who the right one's going to go for the lower gain on the screen? So how do I know I have the higher gain? And how do I know I don't have the lower gain? Can you tell me which one I have? You're going to lie to them and say, well, which way did you paint the screen? I painted it up and down. Well, that means you have this gain. You're just going to have to lie to them. They're not going to believe that. No, I said dual, and dual. You're getting dual copper blocks. There's 2 blocks. I need dual copper blocks as in running 2 liquid cooling radiators on 1 PC. These guys done it. Jeez, look at that. That's freaking monster madness in there. Look. 2 radiators locked together. So what they did was, get out of the way, please. Did we ask for all that? Really? Jeez. I was there trying to click it off. It goes right in a different direction. They put 2 radiators together, and they put 2 fans in. So this fan's going this way. This fan's going this way. That's what they did. We did 1 radiator, and we did a fan top here and fan bottom here. But you can't put 2 radiators there and make one big monster radiator. So then it should begin. This is what I was looking for. Someone did this already. So it should begin. We should make giant one monster radiator. Well, we can't do that because we need to be even Steven on both sides because there's a tilt to the rack system. Why did you install that anyway? Oh. I'm going to fry my brain today. Think about all this stuff. Do you have any idea how big 420s are? I gotta get a 420 to freaking fit on a case. Where do we get a case for 420? PC cases for 420s. Now it's a 360. It's not a 420. It's a 360. I need a 420. Now for this one, it's from the i9. i9 is going to get the 420s on them. It's going to get a 360s on them. Where do you put the 420s? The 420s. You mean your sleep talking 420s? 420s. 420s. What the freak is wrong with you? I got to get it done. I gotta get them. I'm gonna do the forest in there. We're gonna do that one because it's perfect. It's got the black lights and everything in it. The case is all black. They look fantastic. We need 420s. Why can't I just put down, hey, 420 millimeters, and you just give me PC cases for 420 millimeters? That's what you do. You don't freaking send me everything. Oh, good gracious, man. Come on, man. What's the point of having a search engine if you're not getting what you want out of it? I said 420s, not 360s. 420s. 420s. Cool. Oh, 420, 420s, 420s, 420, 420 millimeter. All right, radiators. Radiator case, radiator. All right. So, oh, what are you? What are you? What the freak? It's a 1,260 millimeter? Oh, crap. Good luck finding something to fit that thing. Do you have any pictures on this thing? Anybody have any pictures of this thing in a case? Of course nobody has it. I'll have to look you up on something. But that's not all we wanted. All we wanted. Could you stack 3 of those together? Can you imagine stacking 3 of those together? 3 of those? That's some serious screws bolts for that. 3 420s together. Have fans in between each one. Man, I am trying to ice my system till I have freaking ice particles. I'm talking about going berserk on building this freaking liquid cooling system. Anybody into cooling, man. I love cooling so much. I love cooling systems. I do. Man, I get 3 420s, put in those high fans at 3,000 RPMs with the fan speed controllers to boost it. Oh, I know it sounds insane, doesn't it? Why not? Why not? All you need the tubes to jump from here to here, here to here, here to here. That's all you got to do is lock them in that way. So you lock in. Oh, my goodness. Man. If you don't hear anything from me, that means I passed out on the desk from the excitement. Excitement overload. Oh my goodness. It's funny because I was in there looking at one of my exes. I was in there looking at computer parts, and all you hear was, "Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, that's insane, that's insane." I'm gonna pass out from the excitement. So, who the freak are you looking at your phone? I said, "It's computer parts. It's all computer parts. Everything's computer parts. That's what it is. Computer parts." Same like how guys look at golf clubs and look at cars and all that stuff and boats and stuff. It's the same thing. Same thing. And you don't understand how we can get that kind of excitement. Just like you get your excitement on your shoes, your makeup, and your nails. Everybody to each his own. To each his own. Everybody has to each his own of what they like their hobbies. I like working with power tools. I like building and constructing stuff, wiring stuff in, all that crazy stuff. Building giant screens, wraparound screens, submersive screens, screens dropped underwater, screens to ceiling, screens to the floors. Building gaming systems, all that crazy stuff. Outdoor stuff. I like to exercise, work out, I like to camp, hunt, and fish. Yes, I do. I like to fish. I do. It ain't that morning catching your own fish, cooking it and baking it right there in an open fire. Yeah. And I mean camping. I'm not into the whole camping because it's sunny outside. I like to camp in the snow, rain. I don't care what it is. I like to camp in no log cabin at the end of the day. I like to sleep with my body to the earth. I love that kind of stuff. That's why I like the bushwhackers. Them bushwhack videos, man, those guys are absolutely amazing. Man, it's on my bucket list. It's on my bucket list. Go out there and do some really crazy camping. The only thing I was worrying about was my lungs having problems because of the cold, but we don't have that problem anymore. God took care of that. It's gone. We don't have it anymore. No lung problems no more. Gone. Gone. cord. On. No more. No more. Oh, yes. This is for that PC over there. I'm turning into a refrigerator. Oh, I gotta show you this. Where's it at? I found this right here from my PC. From my PC mod. Tell me it's in here. Oh, look at that. Tell me it's not gonna be sick. Yeah. I'm gonna put that inside my case. Tell me that's not sick right there. I'm gonna put it inside my case, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the same epoxy for this and have it kind of. We have to have we can't spill it in the case because it'll look kind of bad because you don't want to protect the case up. But we have to build something, some kind of design we can have underneath of it or plastic underneath of it. We can hold it in, and then once it basically dries, we can connect it to the side of that. Like it's actually spilled on the side of my case. Yeah, I'm gonna put this inside of that case right there. Not that case, when we built the other case, like the little freezer system, I'm going to put it in. Yeah, a cup of coffee in it, just pretty cool. I'm going to make a freezer box. I might do this one. Yeah, I'm going to do one of those. Alright, so let me see. So if we were to stack these on a fan, 8-inch house fan box. Eight-inch box house fan. Did I just say that thing backwards? I think I literally just said that backwards. That's not a bad size. That's an 8-inch box fan. Three-prong, it's a heavy duty. Yeah, it'd be a little insane. But it seems like an interesting task. Technically, it's a fan. I mean, people think because the fans are on top of your radiator system have to be those fans. Oh, heck no. Put whatever you want up there. It's a fan. You just have to cool down that radiator system. That would be interesting. We could put, depending on 8-inch, whatever how wide it is, we can probably put 2 cooling systems through that. Not hard to do it too either. And I put them on.
Here.
Oh, it's the perfect size. 2 on top of that. I wouldn't see how big this thing was. That's an actual great size. We can drop 2 radiators on that. That would be insane. And it's remote control too on top of that. Then people watching videos like, oh wait a minute, he was talking about these jokers for a minute. Then he switched off to something else. Yeah, because I moved on. Got better things to do with my time. The 420s. Oh, the 420s. The 420s.
Hey, what's up? John Shred here. Today I'm going to unbox 2 of the new Pro Art products that I was super excited about when I was
Showing the 420s.
Then I got
And
sick,
at
and
420.
then that part wasn't fun. But I finally got my hands on this new all-in-one cooler, their LC420, along with their new case.
Yeah, show me the 420.
Canada Computers for helping me get these devices.
Yeah, the size of that thing. Sheesh.
And these are massive. Like they are, for how big 140 mil fans really are.
Those are 140s. Oh my goodness.
Inside, you literally have the 420 mil rad.
You see the size of this thing, people? See how big this thing is? We're getting 2 of these for our PC.
So huge. And then what's cool about this guy is they have a pretty unique design for the pump itself. The light here that lights up. Like I say, I will not be installing this today. It's just more of an unboxing and a first look at things.
I just want to look at it, yeah.
When I do the full build, I'll get all that in. But I mean, looks pretty simple.
There's no place. You know how big a case you have to have for that thing? It would never fit on that. It could. There's no place for it to fit at. It's too big. It's huge. That's why you have to have a special case for these things. For 420s? That thing is massive.
Cable, not sure how they all connect just yet. I just had a comment on man, I had 2 cables, they all had to go into a header. It was an absolute mess. So I really hope this is a different story. What else is inside the box?
Okay. I'm sold. I know they were big. I know they were big. I had no idea they were that big. That thing is huge. PC case for 420 millimeter radiator system. They lied. They sit there and say, oh, we have a case for it going in, and they don't have it going in, there's something in there for it. What about you, buddy? What do you got? $360, no 420s. What's the point of going up on the search? If you don't have a case that fits that thing, why are you even in the search? I'm gonna have frozen PC. Where's frozen PC at? Gee whiz, why would you even put anything here? If I'm asking the search engine for 420, that's 400 millimeter. That's not even the 420. Not even close, not even in the ballpark. We went to vast amounts of information we have in a search engine. We literally can't. Whoa. Ugh. That's the case. Really. Wide PC cases. I'll do it. I would definitely do it. Thermatake View 380. What are you? No, didn't ask for all that. I want to see this thing at the end of the day. No, not that one. That's not the one I wanted. Oh, there he is right there. Oh, 380, 380. It's a wide one too. 2 millimeter, 200 millimeter, 120 millimeter, 360. No, 420, 415. My reach is at 415 millimeters. 420. So, Jesus, it's right there. It's just right there. It's right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. That's a torture rack system right there. 120 millimeter. On to head out. And it's funny because when I head out of here, guess where I'm going? I'm going home and do the same thing I'm doing there. I'm going to be looking up on my phone and my computer trying to figure out exactly where the freak to get this 420 from, because that 420 is freaking amazing. I've got to have that thing. That's huge. I doubt we're going to be able to find the dual I9s, but I've been searching for that and I can't find anybody who has that thing at all. That's a prank at the end of the day, because I can't find anybody who has it. Wide PC case that can support a 420 radiator system. Jeez. Like, somebody's got to have one of these. Yeah, give me one of the wide, the big boy cases. We know y'all make these things at the end of the day. Give me one. Who has one of these things? What do we got here on here? Really? Why in the world would you make a PC part for a case you literally can't find for this thing? You have to have a case that literally says it fits this thing. If it doesn't, it's going to be your nightmare at the end of the day. I was like, if I went out and got this case, and that case is not going to fit that giant radiator system in it, where am I going to put it at? Nowhere at all. Period. That thing is huge. So you have to find a proper case that can fit that thing. And you have to make sure. It's like buying a motherboard and yet don't even read exactly what CPU goes into the motherboard. And it says everything from the different compartments in which you can put in, but 360 millimeters, which we can run. We're getting on a new case for that. But the 420s are really hard to find. .496 millimeter. All right. So where are we sticking that doohickey at? So right here, we can put it right here. Well, it says right here, it fits 400 millimeters. Then it says it's 4. We really can't make up our mind on this one, can we? No, this is why people go into building their own cases at the end of the day. This is why. This confusion of nightmares. This is why. I'm just going to build a rack system. That's it. I want to do the cage. I want to do a better rack system. I'm done. It's not going to house what I want. I got 2 power supplies running off this system, and it's not going to be to run that at all, period. It's no compartment for 2 power supplies. Running your PC off 2 power supplies.
This PC is so powerful, I have to add a second power supply unit because it's hitting over 1,000 watts. It has a 4090 right there, a 13900KS processor, so that's hitting over 6 gigahertz, and a thermal electric cooler. So it's actually sub-ambient temperatures where the 13900KS is hitting 0 degrees Celsius. Right now, there's a 1200 watt 80 plus gold power supply unit powering this entire system, so it's definitely almost at its max. What we want to do is add a second tough power GF3 1200 watt 80 plus gold, and this one is going to dedicatedly just power the RTX 4090. Let's go ahead and take this off. Let's unplug the 4090 from this.
Oh, that is actually a pretty good idea. So basically, you can have a separate power supply to run the 4090, or if you have a high-powered graphic card, to have its own dedicated power supply for itself. That ain't a bad idea. So the i9, I'm just going to have with the, I'm not getting a 4090, probably a 4080. I'm getting a 4080. The 4080, I can put it on its own dedicated power supply. That's what I'm going to do. So it has plenty of power. Plenty of power. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Give his own dedicated power supply, because that's what he's doing. That's good. That's a good idea.
It came right out. Notice the padding on the back of the motherboard here. That's to help reduce the condensation potential from the thermoelectric coolant because sub-ambient temperatures. And that just slid right in because this.
So in order to get the power supply to activate, it has to run inside your motherboard. Can't just take the power supply and plug it into your graphic card. It's not going to trigger it. It has to run into the motherboard. So chances are he's probably going to use an ATX Y adapter to do it. That's what he's probably going to use.
The 11 Dynamic Evo, so it actually is made to have 2 power supply units if you need that. And now we're going to use this splitter, so this is going to plug into the motherboard.
Like I used as a
this
stick.
Is going to plug into the main power supply unit on the bottom, and this one is just going to be a dummy one for the GPU power supply. And then we're going to use an extension cable to make it look pretty. Extension cable's plugged into the motherboard. The PSU splitter is plugged into the extension cable. We're going to use this one for the top power supply unit. Just like that. And the bottom power supply unit, this is going to go in this one. Just like that. The power for the 4090 is now running up here, so this entire power supply unit is going to be managing this. This power supply unit is going to be managing everything else. Don't worry about
Look at
the
this stick.
management. Okay, so we have slightly better cable management. If it sits, it fits.
Oh man, this guy's awesome. He's got this high-powered supercomputer, and he's doing the whole presentation with a stick. That is just too funny.
Or if it fits, it sits. One of the two. Power supply 1 is plugged in, and now power supply 2 is plugged in. How about that? So this power supply is going to be in one UPS unit. This one is going to be in a second UPS unit. So 2 different uninterruptible power supply units to balance the load. We can now flip both switches. Press the power button. GPU spins. PC turns on. 2 different power supply units. So now we can go ham wild with the thermoelectric cooler, making this 13900 KS processor 0 degrees Celsius as much as we want, and then the 4090 is on its own power supply unit. And one of the immediate benefits from doing this is because now there's 2 1200 watt 80 plus gold power supply units, and before I was at 1000 watts, I was kind of outside of the efficiency curve for power supplies. Now I'm going to be splitting that in half, so it's going to save me electricity. This is going to be more efficient on power.
That, let me pause him right there.
So if you like
that was freaking sick. All right, thank you so much. Hold on for a minute. Gotta definitely subscribe to this channel. That was amazing.
So if you like interesting and possible.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much. Give a look on that one. Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you. So that's a good idea. I'm going to give the 4080 its own dedicated power supply system. He's running 1200 watts. 1200 watt power supply for PC. Yeah, these ones are like, these ones got the, you can plug in your, whatever you want in there. You don't have to worry about a bunch of extra cables all over the place. These are 1250s. So yeah, that'll work. At about 2,500 watts, 2,500 watts. Ten-year warranty. That'll definitely work. All right, I got everything memorized. The only thing I'm trying to figure out, I just can't figure out where to find the, I don't know if I can say this. Can't figure out where to find the 2i9, so that's Hunt on his own. Can't find that. Got a board already when I released from the door, so I'm good with that. But at least I can have 2 power supplies, and I can actually independently run the 4080. So that'd be good right there. So I'm building me a future system, and not building a system for console, and that stuff has nothing to do with that. I'm building me a future gaming system. I want something I built one the last time, had it for quite a few years, and built me another one. I'm really not interested in what Contour has to offer anymore. I really don't. Don't get me wrong, like I said, did a beautiful job and everything else. I just feel like the hard drives literally should have been beefed up and bigger system, more airflow, something in there. Better fan than what they put in there. They put a really poor fan in there. And if they're going to keep doing that kind of stuff, especially ripped off on that hard drive, what's the next gen system going to be next? Does the PS5 still have overheating issues? Listen to me. Does the PS5 still have overheating issues? Really? Oh, yes. Okay, come on. Read it again. Does the PS5 still have overheating issues? In recent 7 months. Overheating issues. One year ago. Overheating. There's too many people talking about the same topic. This is what my concern is in the day. You got one or two people in there talking about it. You got a dozen talking about it. You got your majority of like more than 50 talking about it. That's a bad sign. There's an issue. Overheating issues. That's great. This is the same fiasco that went on with 360s. 360s had the same thing, same mirror effect. People were taking them open. They were getting rid of the thermal paste and putting the thermal paste on. And the thermal paste was really brutal. Fixing overheating issues. Literally.
Does your PS5 overheat, beep 3 times, and turn off? I'm going to show you how to fix it. First, we're going to have to take off these sockets. Now remove the fan connector. Now let's remove these 4 screws and take the fan out. Now we're going to make sure that there's no dust in the fan and make sure that it spins properly. Next, you want to check the heatsink and the power supply and make sure there's no...
Did I tell you this? I told you this. I told you that long power supply. You have to hit the power supply. You have to. You do not have a choice. You gotta go in there and you gotta touch the power supply and avoid your warranty if you do. You can't take it to them. They're not going to clean it for you. It's a shame. I'd be ticked off if I bought that system and I found out about that. That is messed up.
No dust. If that doesn't fix your problem, you're going to have to take out the motherboard, which requires removing a bunch of screws, but luckily the Fastech Pro Auto kit makes it easy. Once the board's out, you're going to see an oxidization spot on the APU as seen here. You can fix that using some liquid metal from FastechStore.com. Spreader.
Ready for that job at the end of the day? Yeah, see, I dropped that liquid metal on my thermal on my PC, and that's what you'll be doing. Same thing. You're doing the same thing we do on PCs. So if the PC terrifies you at the end of the day, and that's something you don't want to do, yeah, you're stepping in that direction. The next systems they come out with that are basically going to be near PC, they're going to probably already be PC. You're tech support now. You are literally going to be tech support.
Turn around, keep the applicator included. Now back to game. No more overheating. This PS5 is fixed. Check us out at FastechStore.com if you need PS5 parts or repair services. Does your PS5 overheat?
Told you. Should have never stuck it in that box. Should have liquid cooled it from the door. Should have definitely cooled it. I wonder how good the thermal paste on it is. Let me go cheap on the thermal paste. So I use the Arctic 7 on mine. I always use Arctic 7 on all my stuff. My machine's been running for now. It's going to go on 3 days. I've never turned it off yet. It's running perfectly. It's cool. PS5 Slim overheating. Oh, you knew this was going to happen. It's a Slim. Slim. They made a slim version of this thing. Just like they made a slim version of that. I never had an overheating issue with that, ever. Never, ever had one, ever. Day one. Wow. Day freaking one.
It makes me so mad that billionaires pay less in taxes than I do. And Trump wants to give them even more breaks.
Oh, don't want to use that. Can you something else?
Now with Hulu on Disney Plus, your favorites are in one place.
Let's take a roll call. Meredith?
I bought the brand new PS5 Slim from eBay, and in this video, we're going to unbox it, test it out, tear it down, and see if it's any good. So I did buy this console from eBay because I found an authorized seller that was selling the console a couple days ahead of when it came out, so I decided to take a chance on it, kind of sketch, I don't know, let's open it up and see what's inside. And, oh, yeah, that's the Slim. So a couple things about the box right off the bat. The Slim box here on the left is obviously a bit smaller than the fat box here on the right. The one downside is the fat box did have a handle on top for carrying it around. The Slim box does not. Not a big deal. Just guide, whatever stuff here. And we got our PS5 Slim, which right off the bat, that is a bit smaller, but it does not feel lighter at all. Interesting. Alright guys, so here's the console put out of the plastic wrap, and man, right off the bat, that dang glossy from Sony, this thing's gonna get scratched up immediately. I already see a few small micro scratches. I don't know why they couldn't just make the whole thing matte. So basically, let me just explain. We have a matte plate right here, we have a glossy plate right there. Flipping it over to the bottom, we have another glossy plate and then a matte plate. And of course, this is your disk drive right here. So this actually detaches somehow. It's really not that much smaller in terms of size difference. If you put them on top of each other, you can see that, yeah, just not that much smaller. So it is slimmer, but it's like, it takes up the same amount of space, guys. I mean, it's like the same shape. You're not like taking up less space in your cabinet or your shelf. Here it is. It's now located in the disk drive. I actually wonder. I don't want to try. I mean, I do want to try, but I don't want to try it. But I wonder what would happen if while you're updating, you just delete the disk drive and go to your disk drive. I don't know. I might try it. Should I? Your disk drive's next to your PS5. Your disk drive register too. How many things do I have to do to use my dang disk drive? Now, one other thing I forgot to mention is we actually do have more storage space in this device. We have 1 terabyte instead of like 825 gigs or whatever was on the kit.
System. Remember, your system, you don't get a terabyte of that. Sorry, Taco. You don't get a terabyte of that. You get 830.6 gigabytes. That's what you get. So you don't get a terabyte. That's messed up. That's messed up. That's the update version of it?
It's like that, so that's nice. Now next up we of course got to test out this drive, make sure that works. Here I have my Spider-Man PS5 game that Best Buy sent me back.
Oh, they're known for basic cooking
I'll
games.
put a video on the screen if you want to check that out. But no, it's a situation. Let's just make sure this drive actually works. So Spider-Man finished installing, and I had a couple of notes about this drive. So first of all, this drive is still very loud when it's installing a game, but other than that, I think it's actually an improvement because when you eject a disc or put a disc in, it feels very smooth, very quiet. You can see it coming out right now. And by the way, there is a new disk drive eject button right here instead of being up here, which is nice. And put it back in. It feels a lot smoother than the fat PS5. Now let's go ahead and boot this game up and just see how loud this console is while it's running a game. So I'm just swinging around the Spider-Man. I also did a bit of fight, and the PS5 is very quiet. Like my PS5 at home when I'm playing Spider-Man, it's pretty loud sometimes, but this one is very quiet, pushing out a lot of heat, which is good. So far so good. Well, let's go ahead and turn this console off now, tear it down, and see what's happening on the inside. Alright, so I have no idea how to take these plates off. I've not watched any videos, but I would assume there's something similar to the fat PS5. Oh gosh. Okay, so there's just some clips on here that come out very, very violently. And yes, there's the first plate. It just looks like a plate chopped in half, which is interesting. Alright, there's our fan. Okay, so the fan is definitely a lot smaller. We have this little web grill that almost looks like it's supposed to be from Spider-Man.
Fan smaller?
And let's go ahead and take this one off as well. Alright, got that one off. And the other thing I noticed, I actually saw this in the manual, is each one has a different symbol there. So we got our X, we got our square on this one. That comes off as well. We got the triangle, and you can also see.
How about they just do this? How about they just take the console system, stick them in a space heater, put controllers on it, and just give them to you? That's literally what they're doing right here. Do you know what's inside that machine and how small that is? Oh my goodness, man.
Thing on the sides, we got 4 screws. You don't have to pull out that weird trim piece that's on the fat PS5. 2 SSD slots. So it's going to be alright, so M.2 is basically the same deal as the other one. It's just this cable off. You can put, of course, your M.2 SSD in there. And next up, let's go ahead and try to take the disk drive off and see how that comes apart. That's the part I'm most curious about. And it looks like, oh, that's just the cover. Okay, so we just have a cover there. And the actual disk drive right here. It's like 5 or 6 screws, I think you can remove. Let's go ahead and do that and see what happens. So yeah, never mind. There's no screws here that you need to take out. Basically, just pull it up in the back. It'll come up loose from this piece right here. And there's 2 clips that come out of place. And yeah, it's actually pretty neat. So this is nice for repairability, because if you want a new disk drive and your board breaks and you buy a new one, swap it in, of course that becomes an issue later down the line, like we talked about with the whole have to connect online to register and this sort of thing. One other thing I want to try out here, so we're going to take off this little piece here, and
Let's get past those warranty stickers.
it's very easy to swap out the fan, which is nice, you know, if you have a bad fan or you want to kind of have how much hot this thing's running. So I want to have these things on for like 5 minutes each, and you can see right off the bat, this is the one with the fan still plugged in. It looks nice and cool, right? Like our heatsink is right there. We're about 84 degrees. I come over to here, like boom. Phone call from the boss.
See
All
that?
right, outdoor time. It's me time. Sticking it to the boss. That sounds fun. This is the one with the fan.
You see that? That's how much heat is in your system. That fan ain't doing jack at all. Gee whiz. That's insane.
I'll plug in.
Gotta get his heat guns.
We're at like 112, and mind you, this is on the home screen. It's just sitting here doing nothing. So let's go ahead and boot up a game. We got Spider-Man in here. Let's go ahead and just see what happens. I'm assuming it'll give me that overheating screen pretty dang quickly once it learns that it's not extracting any heat out of the system. Let's just keep an eye on these temperatures and see what happens. Okay, there it is. I don't know why, I'm pretty impressed. I don't know what these temperatures right here real quick. We hit like 125 here in the center, so we went up like 10 degrees after the home screen. But I'm pretty impressed because the fat PS5, it was like, as soon as you hit the home menu of a game, it was off. This one I was playing for, you know, a good 15 seconds of Spider-Man, you know.
All right, so let me get this straight. For the people ranted on me about how I don't know jack about console, you mean to tell me that the PS5 system, the minute you plug that thing in, the minute you show the dash screen, the things are bricking that fast? They were literally bricking that fast? You know how fast that thing just bricked? You see how much heat was in that system? That's when I looked at it, I was like, oh, gee, this might just give you a heater with they're ripping y'all off, man. They're ripping y'all off. Just get a PC, man. Just buy a PC and be done with it. They're ripping y'all off. That's crazy. Look how fast that thing took out. He didn't even play it that long. He already got an error screen already telling him. If you knew you're going to have overheating issues with the big boy, why would you make a smaller version and stick it in that?
I mean, it's kind of what you expect from a Slim. It, of course, runs cooler, it's more efficient, that sort of thing. Let's go ahead and turn this thing, I guess, back off, and then back on. See what it is. By the way, guys, if you like seeing weird, interesting tests like this, make sure to check out the video tomorrow I have on the PS5 Slim. It'll be kind of a throwback to my OG days. If you're an OG on this channel, you'll
You can tell by his eyes, he's upset. I would be too. That thing came out of the box and it failed out of the box. He didn't even have it that long. He didn't even game for that long. My system's been on 3 days. Hey! No, that's my projector. What are you doing? Come on, man. You can't be over there wrecking stuff, man. What's wrong with you? What are you over there grabbing at? That you gotta get to. You're good. Let me see what you're getting at. What you looking for? Is any of your toys down here? No. You're down there messing with the projector. Leave it alone. You got all these toys over there. Where's your toys? Ah, time for us to go in. My legs hurt. Sitting in the chair all day long working. Oh.
I'm talking about, check it out tomorrow. But to me, the most interesting part about doing something like this is plugging the fan back in and just seeing how quickly this thing cools down. So let's go ahead and plug it in and see what
Back
happens.
on, but no, not through that.
So surprisingly, the fan is not even spinning that fast. I guess it like doesn't even recognize it as being that terribly hot. Let's go ahead and see what kind of temps we're at now. So I booted up Spider-Man and played for a minute or two, and we're already down like 15 degrees from where we were on the home menu. We were at 1.
That's not good. You want to drop way lower. Now you want to be in the Celsius. That's where you want to be at. Liquid cool. That's why they liquid cool these things. So that heat, that's all your heat right there. There's no way in the world that fan is going to push enough air to get down those corridors and cool this thing off. And then you make a slimmer version of this. It's just far worse. There's no way in the world that system should have shut down that fast. And these are the Dreamcast. You can take it out of the box and play it. Look at that. Everybody's complaining about this. Overheating issues, PS5. Overheating issues, PS5. The Slim is having, of course the Slim is going to have a lot of problems. You put it in a tinier case. Now you got to buy these peripheral fans. You got fans on it already. You got to buy more fans and put on to keep it cool. Does that ring a bell? 360, yeah. Gee whiz. You got to open up the system to clean it out. You are tech support now. You are literally tech support. Welcome to tech support. How can I help you? My system is on fire. 5 months. Look at that. Sheesh.
Welcome.
I ain't saying Xbox. Xbox does the same thing. They burn out too.
I'm going to be showing you guys how to fix your PS5 if it's overheating, as demonstrated here. So if your PS5 is getting the PS5 is too hot error message, and then it just shuts off, the problem is most likely caused by overheating.
Oh, we saw this one already.
By various different factors, from dust.
5 months ago.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my game review. Today I want to bring a video on the PlayStation 5 Slim and does the PS5 Slim overheat. Now I've seen a couple of videos online where people say that
You can't even turn it on. It's not even on through the whole video.
I've seen comments about it online. I've seen
He doesn't have it turned on. If he doesn't have it turned on, it means the system's overheated. So let me get this straight. So the fan is supposed to blow, hit that coil system, which is supposed to, yeah, good luck on that one. That's not going to happen. That air is going to blow from here, cool this, and that cooling is going to run from here. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. It literally has to be sitting right on top of it to do that one. There's so many of these things, man. Look at this. It's another one. This is a month ago. On the Slim catching, oh, yeah.
That's great. I support nuclear energy.
Huh, me too. Whoa, you actually agree. What's up everyone, Take Down here, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm going to put money into this. No.
PlayStation 5 Slim is overheating. Let's get right into this. If your PlayStation 5 Slim is overheating, the first thing you're going to want to do is to make sure that it has the proper ventilation. Make sure that your PlayStation 5 Slim is placed in a well-ventilated area. Avoid placing it in enclosed places and in direct sunlight or near any heat sources. Additionally, ensure that all of the vents on the PlayStation 5 Slim.
Good luck when the wintertime gets here. Because you're talking about any heat source, you know what happens in the wintertime, right? You turn the heat up. Your place gets hot. Guess where the air's going to get sucked into? Right into your system. Same thing goes for PCs. This is why we liquid cool everything. That's why. Liquid cool your system. Take it apart, liquid cool it. Take it apart, liquid cool it, liquid cool it, take it apart.
Are not obstructed by anything. Next, you're going to want to clean the vents. Over time, dust can accumulate in the vents, hindering proper airflow and causing overheating. Gently clean the vents using a can of compressed air or a soft brush to remove any dust buildup on the inside vents. If you do notice a lot of dust, it is recommended to remove the white covers on your PlayStation 5 Slim to gain access to the fan and try cleaning out any of the debris that is around the fan. Next, you're going to want to check the fan itself. The PlayStation 5 Slim's cooling fan plays a crucial role in maintaining optimal temperature. Ensure the fan is functioning properly by listening for any unusual noises or vibrations. If you suspect that there's an issue with the fan, you can go ahead and replace it yourself. It's super easy to do, and it doesn't affect your warranty. If you don't feel comfortable replacing the fan yourself, you can take it in for repairs, or you can try going in for warranty for your PlayStation 5 Slim.
You're going to want to also avoid overexertion. Extended gaming sessions and running demanding games for long periods can put.
Are you kidding me? It's a game system. So literally, one of the warnings is you cannot play long periods on the game system, and games that require high graphic